rifles.
I mean, that is just the... Good day, gamers. This is BabyJ. In a moment where I'm like, oh, Fnatic might lose this. Like, it's... Oh, what a shot. And play...
That's a bingo.
Oh, what a shot. And plays... Oh! EV, Gaming, G. I was trying to come up with a tag. I didn't hit him? Aww. I didn't really have much silence there. Starting to feel good, boys. Appreciate the shout out, Rouge. Oh, time for a little 6-6. Second one, got him. Touchdown, Jesus. Just in time for the beat drop, boys. Take it in. Should have been. A little trap, boys. The guy to the left wasn't there. Woo, about to slam down on him. About to slam down on him. We seem to finish this game really good and make this just a commercial game, boys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for some of you people, my Egypt folk and Germany. Welcome to day 2 of the Halo Infinite Worlds. This is pool play day. It looks like we're about 4.5 minutes away from the live broadcast starting. And I don't know about you, but I'm fucking pumped. I am pumped. Yesterday we saw some good gameplay. As we reminisce on when we first met. What a song. Great play yesterday. Obviously, that is the play-in tournament, so that's not the top teams in the tournament. It's literally kind of the bottom teams in the tournament. So, we have today, obviously, pool play starts. Hopefully, we see some top teams. We will see some top teams. Hopefully, we see some top moments. I'm excited as fuck. I was getting hype about a couple shots and a couple plays yesterday, and I think that's only going to increase today. Drop a like. We'll be here for a minute, and by a minute, I mean like 7-8 hours. So be a friend, tell a friend, and let's have some fucking fun as we hear this beat drop. I love that shit. Other than that, how you guys doing? Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, we switched up the colors. Chat voted red yesterday for the background, so I switched it up. Danny Wayne, how you doing? Fax, how you doing? Appreciate everybody dropping likes and all that jazz. You guys are the best. What do you guys think? Do you guys catch any of day one? What were your thoughts on day one? And what are you looking forward to day two? We will be trying to obviously do giveaways, stuff like that. I don't know if it's actually rewarding you guys points like it should, because I'm pushing add points to all viewers, right? So theoretically, even the lowest people should have a couple thousand points from yesterday. That's not the case. So, I think we're going to have to maybe figure out a better way of giving it away, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know for sure, boys. We're gonna have to look into that. It seems like the loyalty add all button is just straight up not working. What's going on, Cloud? 7th like, shout out, how's family? How's it going? Thank God it is Friday. It doesn't even feel like Friday to me. It's been a rough week, boys. Car is back. Did work a little bit this morning. Works fine, so that's all good. But that's another about $400 just fucking out the window. We got the squad here, boys. Let's put this back over and so I think that we didn't have a shit ton of people, so I think that we're just gonna verbally get your votes in, or not verbally, obviously, keyboard mousely get your votes in, and then me and the mods will just reward points, because we only have, I mean, even if we get 10 people, that's still between me and a couple mods, no work whatsoever. You know, I can just copy paste real easy and take care of that between the next game. So I'm probably gonna have to do it manually. For yesterday's points, I mean, it's not my fault they didn't work. What the fuck do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean? Go back and count it out. I mean, if somebody wants to take the time and go back and count out, I'll do that. But, I mean, you got webs in my eyes, I know. Usually I'm positioned. I think we moved it around. Yeah, usually this is over here, but we had kitty cam going yesterday. Usually this is much more like that, but we had kitty cam going. I don't think kitties are here yet. No, kitties aren't lonely enough to be here yet, boys. We got 36 seconds starting, or until the start of the main broadcast. We still got, I'm sure, some more time. Let me know, do you guys want to catch the start of the broadcast? Do you want to sit here and bullshit? Do you guys want to do both of those, or do you want to like run a big team battle real quick or something like that to kind of kill some time? Let me know what you guys want. That's the first poll of the day. Wide do broadcast BS match of BTB. Real quick though, looks like they have something going on. Some kind of something. Here's the
Halo World World Championship in the home of Halo, Seattle, Washington. This is the final stop of the season and the race for first
Limited with the
place.
dab. Hell yeah.
We're live
You guys
from
are the
Seattle
best. I fucking
Convention
love
Center,
having
and
you
this
guys all here
is
already. This is
true
awesome.
Halo
This makes my day, dude.
celebration. These
Shout out
teams have
Cloud9
put
again
so
for the
much
$5
time,
today. You're the fucking man.
preparation, and sacrifice
That
to
shit
get
makes
to
my
this
day.
moment.
That makes me
And
just go to
today's
sleep
full-play
easier.
matches
It's a
will
small
be more
fucking token,
than
but it means
ever
the absolute
before.
world, dude.
It's going to be absolutely insane. Every single match, every single map will mean absolutely
Ooh, she's dressed to the nines. Look at that dress. Woo! That's awesome. Look at her. Just putting all those boys to shame. Boys, put some fucking jackets on.
This is the moment. It is day one of the final stop on our roadmap. Clutch, how are you feeling?
The audio's a little
more
messed
excited
up
to get
again.
This one kicked off. This is the reason when this game came
Little
out.
echo going
that
on.
Everybody started to put in the work for it. These guys on the stage have put in so much time, so much effort. The preparation.
3 votes, match at BTB.
comes to
All right.
This weekend, this moment for these
I'm
guys
gonna
to write their
keep
name in the history
this
books.
It really does indeed. And
muted and up. We'll listen to it as
has gone
Halo
into
pops
this
up.
very
But
moment. And all season long, our team's been working hard, but this is where it matters most. The race is on, truly on set.
I mean,
How are you feeling
the
about
tribe
win
has
potentially on
spoken.
Sunday?
I just feel lucky
And
to
if
be
you
on
guys
here,
want me to
honest.
pop into a
You know, lucky to be a part of
BTB
such
and
a
get 30
magnificent
fucking
occasion.
kills, and I'll pop
like
into
you're
a
saying, all these
BTB
teams
and get
all
30
year long have
fucking
been
kills.
working for this moment, right? But the work's done now. We're here in Seattle. It's the Halo World Championships, and now you turn up or you shut up.
That is very, very true. Bravo, you've been a part
All
of
right,
so
somebody
many
have the
championship
broadcast on just in case something pops off, and we'll switch back to it. Deal? Gotta make sure everything's on, boys. All right. Let's see. She's looking fine. Yeah, I didn't want to be. I want. You know what I mean? She's looking very gorgeous. She looks beautiful. What I don't need is me to sound like some thirsty ass guy. But she definitely, it looks like she put in a lot of work this morning to look great. And I applaud her for that. That dress is, like, that is beautiful. That thing, fucking, that puts all of those boys to shame. Like, how are they gonna, they probably saw her, motherfuckers, in like a neutral color with an old shirt. And he's just like, bruh, like, what are you doing to me? Why you be like this? Just put him to fucking shame.
To pick up that trophy when all of the action is finished.
Okay, that was all. Okay, I looked over at the broadcast real quick. I see Optic Gaming versus E United. Optic up 1-0, but it says HCS Orlando underneath. I was like, ooh, you almost got me, fuckers. All right, we got one more. We got one vote broadcast. If this starts getting closer to broadcast and we find it again, boys, we'll switch back. You want to picture it? If you're just tuning in, they're just bullshitting right now. There's nothing going on Twitch. We're just hanging out. The guys want to watch a game, so we're going to play a game real quick. Are the fingers warm? No. Are we 31? Yes. Will we drop as many kills as our age? Yes. Maybe. No, we will not. Fucking no. Not in a stockpile. Maybe. Oh, Georgia on the queue? Did we ever have the queue going? I didn't even think about that. Do I have a queue going right now? Oh, the queue's not even open. I didn't expect anybody to really join for this partial game real quick. Sorry, boys. I didn't even consider it. Queue is not even open. Look, watch. You'll get a notification now that the queue is opened. See? Wait for it. See, queue is open. Now watch. Queue is closed. See? Didn't even have it open, boys. My apologies. And for the first time in like 3 or 4 days, maybe, no, since essentially Monday, right? It happened because we hit 250 Sunday. Since Monday, this is the first day. I have no audio. I remember I turned this shit down. Fucking music. Mini music can go down a little bit. Sound effects up. Environmental effects. That's close enough. We didn't lose any subscribers over the night, so we're still at 250. That's the first time since, I mean, Sunday night that's happened. Every night we wake up, we lose a couple, and then we have to get back to 250. That did not happen, so we can actually get over 250 today, boys. I know. Absolutely incredible. Son of a bitch. Thought I grabbed that. Please don't hit me. Yeah, the algo is super fucking weird. How's everybody doing? This Fax J? I don't think so. Remember, we've had both have them in. They sound different. Alright, let's go have some fun. Sign them up and put them down!
One power seed closer.
Oh, I hit him first. I am warm, apparently? Oh my goodness. Oh, man. I know, that was an easy short. Easiest short I've ever fucking seen, boys. Oh, that was so great. I turned that corner, I was like, there's 3 fucking vehicles? Oh. Get 'em, boys. Show me your fucking suckholes. I know we saw a rocket up there. Probably should have grabbed those plasmas, but... I definitely nuked the rest of that kill. W Joe.
Your team just scored.
Our team has loaded a power seed.
Power seed stockpile incoming.
I mean, can you not turn into me to try to kill the only person really doing much killing on your team, dude?
Power seeds are ready to secure.
Ah! boys. Missed a couple of shots. Light them up! Good shots. I still got picked off by that damn shock rifle again.
Incoming.
I mean, easy G's so far, boys. Oh, also cleaned up the description a little bit. Everything's now clickable, boys. It's almost a clean, professional-looking description. Almost.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
Oh, I was hoping to land on that. I mean, fuck me sideways. It's not something I anticipated rounding that corner. Oh man, hell of a play. That hurts. Anything happened on the broadcast, boys? Or are they still just talking about what happened yesterday? Which we're already done seeing. And if you weren't here, you can make sure you can watch it, you know? Again, watch it back, if you will. I feel like he should be dead, no? Like, being weak, I thought those bullets traveled through that car. He had no shield. I feel like that should have... Yeah, it sounded actively right away, but yesterday they had a couple issues. They solved it pretty quick. Should we grab this and go fucking ham?
Enemy team has scored. Power seed stockpile incoming.
Come here, bitch! I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty!
Your team has reached half power. The enemy is at half power. Team needs one more power.
Uh-oh.
Ready to secure.
Terrifying. Thank you. I was hoping that guy up there would have seen any of those three guys and been shooting, but he wasn't shooting at all. He was just walking away. Come on, boys, we only need one. Get that fucking seat. Get the seat in the hole!
Your team
GG's,
has
boys.
scored.
Alright, well, nice, easy clip. Let's get back to the broadcast. What? Oh. I thought you were talking about the event. Easy kill tack. Hell yeah. I mean, that was the easiest kill tacular I've ever had in my entire life. 100. Alright, let's close out of this shit. Get back to the broadcast. Here we go. Where are you at? Boom.
Question, and they can actually put an answer to that one right here, right now. Let's talk about FaZe though on the other side.
There it is. Getting the drops, boys. Make sure you guys log in. Connect your Twitch accounts if you have not. To your Halo waypoint.
To a world of victory this time around, and it all starts with game
You guys excited for a damn good day at Halo? I hope that was worth missing a little bit of this.
Is it enough for this roster clutch?
I absolutely think it's enough. I'm looking at this team.
I'm here to tell you
win
about your
this
car's extended
tournament this
warranty.
weekend. They are stacked with talent. They have confidence now after Orlando. They figured out.
With the
hey,
Mario
we can
down the
compete
pipe
with the
theme
top
music.
four.
That's
Not
awesome.
only that, we might just be flat
But give
out
me an
better
idea
when we're
for
playing our
shorts
game.
later on. Thank you,
It starts
Daddy.
with game one. I'm expecting this team to come out hot, make some statements, and watch out for FaZe Clan this weekend, because I think if they get hot, the way these players play off emotion and off of momentum, this could be the most dangerous team at this tournament.
They very well could be, but what are you expecting
I'm
right
watching.
now? Oh,
yes!
I think FaZe are going to play every game that's on that main stage like it's their last game of this season. They are going to be coming out of the game hot. They are prepared.
Oh!
And like Wes said,
Oh, yes.
this team,
I need to figure out how to make my my mic stop
throughout a weekend, so much individual skill,
peaking
so much
whenever I
talent
get
as a
super
unit, and
excited.
every single piece seems to be working together, but now this
let's
is the tournament
kill
the
this
roster was
music, I
built
think.
for. They're going to have to perform. I'm looking forward to watching FaZe all weekend long.
Now we're looking at our head-to-head right now on map records for both of these two teams, and really my eyes go to that
Yeah,
map
just
one
in case.
statistic. Both exactly
Here we go, boys.
the same,
G2
so both
versus
teams know how to
FaZe.
have a hot
Get
start,
your
fairly
votes
even
in.
across the board. But what are you reading into that in terms of this series? Do you think, Rob?
I think it'll really come down to game types for these two teams, right? You have to think with the enormous amount of game types that are in Halo Infinite, for anyone who isn't that dialed in, there is a huge abundance of game types here. Oftentimes there's only 10 or 11 total game types. Here we have 15 plus game types that are played. So teams
There's
cannot
a
focus
huge
on all these
abundance of game
You
types in
prioritize which
Halo
game types you want to have
Infinite.
caught in Orlando.
Fucking
You make sure you're coming into
really?
Seattle with really good game
Fucking
plans for each of those game types.
really.
Now, I'll tell you what, though, we do have a lot of incredible players up there, and it's very difficult sometimes to choose two to kind of.
Yeah, I have
compare.
sound suppression. I'll
But
probably
this
need to
one's
tweak it a
pretty
little bit.
easy because these two are roommates right now, so the comparison is definitely valid. But Barcode and Spartan, I want to talk about here. They have been rooming since Barcode has come over.
I mean,
from
you
ANZ,
guys know
made
I do
switch
that.
to North America.
If you're still
Bit of an
around,
interesting
it's
one
gonna
here, Clutch,
happen.
because, you know, so to speak, you're sleeping with the enemy,
If
right?
it-
And
if
it's
anything,
difficult.
that's
You're
why
trying to
you're
train,
here,
You're trying
you
to
know?
practice. You're trying to go over things, and
You ain't here just 'cause I have a
he's in
nice
the other
beard.
room. So how are you feeling about that mentally?
So it does not, again, if you guys are just joining, it does not look like
this is
the,
when you don't wanna lose
point
and go
system
home and then
actually
see the
awarded you
guy.
guys points.
As
So
you're
we'll
going.
just write it
You gotta get in
down.
the
So
door,
get your
yeah.
votes in.
Spartan's
Game
gonna
one,
have a little bit of a
G2,
chip on
I
his
believe it
shoulder
was,
here.
versus
Barcode,
FaZe.
I think he's too nice of a guy
Get your
to,
votes
like,
in.
really
If you
might
win,
be like, yeah, stepping on your toes here. I don't wanna beat you in the
500,000
first
free,
series 'cause
no,
you've given me
503
the
pieces for
opportunity
free.
of housing, so a little playful
The man
banter
bun
there, but I
streams,
don't
that's
expect
it.
that to
This thing's
really
growing.
intertwine
My
or
hair's never
affect
been
either
longer
of
in my
their
entire
gameplays.
life than
I
it is
think
right
that they're
now.
gonna be
This shit's
focused on the task at hand.
this shit's
Control
like
the controllables is
fucking
what you
here.
say, right? It's your
see that?
gameplay. Let
Yeah,
the other guy
shit's
play.
like
I think
right
they have
here.
a
Maybe
massive
even
amount of
lower.
respect for each
It's like
other.
a
and
quarter
they're
of the way
always
down my
playing
back at this
together,
point.
So I'm fairly certain that they know each other's play styles. Don't be surprised when they end up in a lot of gunfights throughout the series.
I won't be. I'll be looking out for it for sure.
So-
well, folks, we're done and dusted up here. But before we get into the match, we do have one very special person on the main stage right now, getting ready to kick things off for you guys at home. Tashi.
My super official.
Yes, Lottie, we do have Tashi on the stage. Seattle, y'all ready to get the best Halo tournament of the year started?
All right, boys, let's get
And
these
I know
likes
you
up.
all
Let's do
are
this shit.
ready
I'm
at
fucking
home. Now, I introduce to you Tashi, the lead at 343 for esports.
pumped.
Tashi, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Blaze, very much. Hey,
right,
everybody,
boys.
on behalf of everyone at
Let me know if
343
this needs to go up at
Industries,
all,
just
anything
wanna
like
welcome
that.
you all to the Halo World Championship, and thank you so much for being here. It's been a really special year for us in HCS, and we couldn't have done any of it without the support of our players, partners, and of course, all the fans that watch here in person and watch online. We have a lot of exciting things happening at this event, so hopefully you take the time to not only watch the tournaments, but enjoy all the festivities. And of course, Winter Update is just a couple of weeks away,
Just a
so
couple.
we're excited to jump back in and play with you all. Thank you, and good luck to all the competitors.
Thank you. What a scripted fucking statement. Sorry. I should be nicer. They've been better as of late. Let's look at some fucking lethal killers. You may not like it, but Formal is peak male performance. That's the body of a god. Look at that trophy. Oh my god, can't wait to have that on my gun, just dingling off like a fucking ball sack.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Halo World Championship. I cannot wipe the smile off my face all day long, Dan. I can't wait to jump into this one.
Yeah, this is going to be incredible. All year long, we've been waiting for this moment. Teams have been battling it out. We've had stories, we've had rivalries. It all comes down to this. Can they actually get it done on the biggest stage?
And you talk about storylines.
All right, boys, start getting your votes in. I'm gonna start paying attention now. I think it was G2 and FaZe, right? Yeah, G2 and FaZe.
Will they live up to the
503 pieces for the first game. We got our dry erase pen. We got our dry erase eraser, and we got our dry erase
they knew
board.
it was going to be difficult.
That's
they
what they
knew
call
they
it,
would have
right?
struggles, but now they can actually win a championship. They proved that in Orlando. They
We're
are
dry
for God's
erasing
sake on the big stage,
erasing the
but now you've
fuck
got to
out
do
of
it here on
everything
the big
today
stage in front of
to
the
make
world.
sure you guys get
And
points.
with G2 on the opposite side of that stage, this is a team who finished top 6 at Orlando.
All right,
Is that
Catalyst
going to be the
CTF,
peak of their
get the
ambition,
votes
the
in,
peak
get
of
the
their
votes
abilities?
in,
And
get
with
the votes in.
CTF
They will
Catalyst,
close
game one.
1 minute
Well, Catalyst
into the
Capture
match,
Flag is a very good game type
which
for
I
FaZe.
feel
They
like
actually
is
took down
is
G1
way
in
too
Orlando.
kind.
You know what I say about
but
G1 and Catalyst Capture Flag? They are one of the best.
I'm a
So if
kind
FaZe can
soul,
beat them,
so,
I do believe they can beat anyone.
know.
You move on to Slayer Streets. It was one of G2's worst game types in Orlando, but then Stronghold's Live Fire, FaZe's absolute worst game type. So you've got a couple of bad ones in there for teams, and then it gets a little bit better as you go on further.
Well then,
let's see if FaZe can put it
the Halo
together.
World
Let's see if
Championships.
FaZe can finally put it together too.
are we looking at a
As a team,
potential
I had to
champion
explain to
in
Lady
FaZe?
Biz the video games are
Can
considered
G2
sports in this day. Yeah, it's
upset
insane.
one of the top 4? It all comes
Peak
down to this.
male performance. I think I'm gonna keep
Will
my camera
FaZe kick us
over
off
here
on
to the
the
left
right,
this
though,
time.
or will they start slow?
It
We're
shows
on the
all
way
of this
here, shields up,
on the left,
weapons hot.
and I don't want to cut out the
Already
gameplay if we get a
Barker
short or
showing
anything
why
like
he
that
is such
in the
a
middle.
key
So
element
we're
of
gonna keep
this
it over to the
roster.
left, I
Struck
think.
sick
It's out of the way.
entry as well.
Let's
Slam
fucking
that
do
over shield,
this.
just not able to do so. A very important
Barcodes
kill.
getting scanned
Not
on the
allow that
death
overshield
screen.
to
Let's
start to
fucking
run
go.
rampant in the early stages. Otherwise, you're
Ooh,
really
I mean,
gonna
switch to
struggle.
somebody else. Dude's falling through invisible
Falling into
things.
the abyss there.
There's nobody else we could have gone to.
And Gilkey on our screens here. What can he do to help influence this game in his team's favor? It's a 3-man push from FaZe. Sabonair gets the opening pick, but they've answered back. It's 2 dead, make it 3
10 seconds
for
to
FaZe
vote.
now. The perfect hole from G2
Walkers.
so far.
Keep a keen eye on who is picking up that flag for FaZe Clan. We've often seen the likes of Spartan grab a flag. He is going to be the most kind of caps that we saw in Orlando. He was always the one putting it in.
I see no
Keep
votes.
a better eye on what King Nick's doing when he's grabbing that flag, what he's doing. Because if he's pulling that flag, he doesn't often end up scoring it, but he will be the one who's initiating those pushes. He likes to be that entry player, do that damage, give that info, as we're going to see some disgusting snipes already from Gilkey.
Gilkey then descending on the enemy base. Pulling a flag, doesn't have the support that he requires at the moment. Gonna pull this flag towards his new spawners in Barcode. Cutting it over the halfway point now.
Do they have the
Our
wrong?
FaZe clan gonna be able to get this
Yeah, I
done.
think they have the
See
wrong
outlines
camera up
renegade
for the wrong screen
as
because
they
they just
push
said
into the flag.
Gilkey has it going towards
See straight
barcode, and we were clearly
on
looking
the
at
spiker
barcode.
stairs.
So I think they're having
As we
some
build up
issues.
the ramp. Skewer in hand. Falcade drops away.
We did have an observer
Have a
die
standoff.
yesterday during
And FaZe are looking to
their stream.
escort one back of their own. It's an all-out brawl over here, and a player has dipped out on the FaZe
Good
clan
jitter
side.
peeking.
So we will have to look at getting a restart.
Gilkey was in a position there with that skewer. He was going to do a lot of damage as well. He was very prepared for it. Unfortunate for
we
the
might have a
restart,
reset.
but I will
There's only
say,
3
the
on
early
FaZe
stages,
right now.
A lot of aggression coming from FaZe, trying to get those flag balls.
Look at
That's one of the
FaZe's
things I
team.
noticed most from Orlando is FaZe love
Is
to
something
consistently
going on,
pull
or
that
I'm
flag, whether that
really
be
confused
when
right
they're
now.
trying to flank round and they're trying to
Yeah,
get a
there it
counter
is.
pull,
There
or
it
they're
is.
the team getting in your face, getting those flag
BabyJ.
balls, just to try and initiate
Yeah, there is no
something, try to
pull
be that
because like
team to
you got
push
if
the
you
ball and
guys
maybe
weren't
push the
here,
boat out a little bit.
I can't track who selects what on the pull. And I also can't award you guys all points, it seems, that button. Though it says, successfully added all points, the lowest person should have at least a couple thousand. The lowest person has like 2. So clearly that button's not working. I don't think. And so I want to do it manually. And to do it manually, I need to know who does it.
Very under-practiced side as well. We know that
So
Barco
type it in chat.
didn't really have much practice.
So we got a reset. Now's your chance. Now you know why we have to do it the long way and why we're dry erasing fucking everything.
G2 have had time to put in the work and put in the effort. Can they top 6 though?
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. BabyJ, I see no pull. I don't see a pull. Yeah. Cloud got face up, so we got Cloud.
But can they break that top 4?
You talk about some of the practice and they've been
Would
able
it be
to have
easier to
practice.
do it by
Get the scrim
kind
rate,
of
6 lights,
entire
7,
Game 5
30,
series?
30,
Yes.
of course.
Is it more chat interaction to do it by game? Yes.
Central's 13-4.
What are we about here?
Optics
Chat,
on 11.
enter,
Up against
fucking
FaZe, never
action.
recent scrim, it was 7-3 to to FaZe. So they've been getting the practice in, but it's not been going according to plan.
Yeah, but I think that scrim results is always going to be a difficult
Joe
one.
Boost.
Are they actually trying new things?
On
Are they
FaZe.
playing in the way they would play on a main stage? Because
FaZe
it is
should
very
handle
different
business
when
for
you are
Danny
under those
Wayne.
lights and you do have that extra bit of pressure. Sometimes you also like to keep things.
Let's
up
make
your
this a
sleeve
little bit more.
strategies that maybe you don't want other teams knowing. It's been such a secret
I kind of want to
period
make this.
going from
No,
Orlando
this is a
to
giveaway.
Worlds,
This happens
teams
once a
not
year. This is
streaming,
just going to be a
trying to keep
giveaway.
things under
Another
wraps a
time
little
we'll make it a
bit.
little
Some
bit more
teams not scrimming
difficult.
others,
You know, maybe.
some teams not scrimming the
But-
game types they're going to play against other teams. Everything's been there just to try and give you that little bit of an extra advantage, because this is the World Championships. You're playing for $1 million, right? The time is now, and you've got to make sure you're playing at your very best.
Team scrimming under the cover of darkness, it would seem. And
All right.
talked about the pressure.
Anybody else? We got
Barcode
3 FaZe,
his
no
face from the main stage, he's
G2
not
here
feeling
early.
one bit
Nobody
of it
has
in the World
any
Championships. He will
fucking
jump
hope
straight back into Catalyst
that
CPM when we
G2
get
is
it
going to
over.
hold,
But
but
as we said, in those
anybody
early
that
engagements,
talks about FaZe says they can't put it all together. So,
And the main difference I noticed statistically from these two teams when it comes to capture the flag in general is that
also,
FaZe
where's
have two
Pool A?
players,
If we're not
King
watching
Nick and
Pool A,
Spartan,
I'm
who
going to
will
be
going for that
pissed.
objective. The other two
You know
are
what I
going
mean?
to be more Slayer based.
What's the other
more
channels with
support-based.
this? You guys
Whereas on
know?
the side of G2, everyone was doing that objective. Everyone was
Bring this
playing
over
that
here.
part. Is that going to make a big difference? If they can isolate those objective players on the side of FaZe, will those flags still get pulled?
My Pool A and Pool
Shall we
B
try this again?
are fucking
FaZe,
all-star pools.
it's time to shine. It's time to start off hot. They speak about catching fire.
All right, do we want to watch
Well, they wanna
FaZe
do it here and now.
versus G2 or Cloud9
We're on
versus
their way
Team
once
War?
more.
Probably FaZe versus G2, I'm
We're
assuming.
on board with Gilkey.
Why does their video
He
look
fires
like
across the
fish?
map, hitting Barco with shots all the time. And it's actually King Nick that we're on board with here. As he surveys the land, Barcode will go down. Overshield still for grabs. Straight 6, trying as he might to stop King Nick getting his hands on it.
Yeah, Pool C running into
He
G2's
will put a couple of shots.
0
Straight 6 saving air,
up
dips
top.
away.
I see Pool C
Almost
there.
offers up straight 6 as a sacrifice,
We'll
but
pull
will
up
go
the
down
pool,
ultimately in the end. This is better.
the pool list, if you
Descend
will.
on the base once more.
And look where King Nick is. The complete opposite side from any teammates. He is the flank at the moment, but Spartan comes to support him.
Good
These are the two
repulse.
players I was saying are going to be pulling the flag. They have the most consistent flag pulls, but neither of them.
That's
doing
a
it.
hell of a
Renegade
play,
flipping
King
the
Nick.
script a little bit. You're more aggressive. You're more slaying.
That's a hell of a play right there,
He's gonna be
boys.
pulling that flag, and already FaZe have so much control here of Catalyst.
Do you believe in King Nick's supremacy? You don't need to, because FaZe have taken the lead here. They've broken the deadlock, and it took very little time at all.
After such a promising start previously from G2, a little bit of a whimper going into the restart, not able to stop the aggression from FaZe as they pinch them, pushing into the base. And already another flag is going to be grabbed. King Nick trying to do something, not only grabs the flag, but also has the skewer and says, you know what, screw the objective, let's get a kill first. I think this one might have to just go on pause for FaZe ever so slightly until they get another couple of kills.
FaZe here and now. They're not looking to shadow box or to jab. They're landing haymakers.
They wanted it
on
quick,
the G2,
too.
Scoring so early. Valcade with the commando.
Yeah, I think they might be over-
Switch with Savinator.
over-pressing a little bit.
There. Barcode gets the flag pull, but at the end of it, and his housemate, roommate Spartan will take him down. Flag return. Map will be spent.
That was a little
Honors even
close.
now.
Housemate, roommate, but will he still be a mate?
Easy
after this
reset.
series? That's going to be the real question. Barcode will challenge. Barcode will win. Only 2 kills at the moment. We've got to keep an eye on what Barcode does. He was the outlier of
Gilkey,
the G2 squad
0-4.
on Catalyst capture the flag in Orlando.
Not
He
a
had a
good-
1.46
not a great start
KD.
there.
He had so much fun on this map in mode, but he needs to find that same kind of form if they're going to really challenge FaZe Clan.
Bots tear your ass apart with that plasma rifle, boys. Oh, good trade by him.
He's been involved. He's been there.
Sab, that was a
As he
great
pulls this
trade.
flag, gets it moving for his team. Is the support around him gonna be efficient enough, sufficient enough? All 4 still up. Renegade in the respawn screen. Here comes the cavalry now to help escort this one all the way home. Do they have the
Looking
ingredients
good.
they need?
Looking good.
Gilkey's not too comfortable.
Ooh,
What's
good
behind him?
repulse.
Throws a few denial nades. Barcode comes over the shoulder with a plasma pistol. Are we about
He's
to
got
tie
it.
this one up? Yes, we are. 1-1.
What a response from G2, but what happens here? FaZe have got 3 down. The counter cap is very much alive. This is what Catalyst capture the flag does. If you throw so much resources in trying to get that flag across the map, you leave yourself so vulnerable to a counter cap. And the pressure now on straight 6 to at least do some damage, but he's already backed off. FaZe should be able to cap this straight away.
Any bit of wind they had in their sails completely evaporated immediately as FaZe retake the lead
real
here.
quick,
2-1.
boys.
It's
FaZe is
almost
looking
like
pretty
when you
good
have
so
a lead,
far.
You can almost wait for the other team to get a pull and say, look, we can give them a capture if we need, because as long as we do enough damage in their base, we can slay 3 of them. We can get that flag pulled and get a counter cap of our own. Honestly, fantastic play from FaZe Clan, considering the fact they just lost the flag so quickly.
Here is Gilkey. Shots going down. Faced with 2 members of FaZe, both down to no shields, but desperately couldn't get one. Couldn't get a trade. And when kills like that start to go against you, is momentum going against you? Do you start feeling down about yourself? And here is Sabinator. Shots on the Spartan, connects with 1. Overshield is up, it goes down, that's
Good
2.
turn.
This is better. Valkyrie desperately trying to stay alive, has done enough for now. This opens up the door, an opportunity for Overshield. Renegade stands 2 members of G2 down. That battle rifle is hitting hard cross map. But Barcode cares not, he's gone for it, but he's been absolutely lit up.
Played it.
Honestly, if I'm a member of G2 right now, I just want Gilkey to get a kill. 4 assists, he
got
does
one.
get one. That is so much for your confidence as a player. When you are 4 minutes in and you haven't got a kill yet, you start to overthink things. We know what Gilkey is. We know what Gilkey does. He's one of the best players when he starts to get rolling. So the fact he's finally got a kill on the board, that will be such a weight off his shoulders. He doesn't need to look at those stats anymore. I think that will be really good for
you
G2
gotta connect
chances
that
after we win
stab.
this game.
For Sabinator, that how he would love to be in the championship conversation. They've gotten themselves as far as top 6, but nobody has really given them the respect. They talk about easy brackets, but they still had to beat some top teams. The likes of
What's up with the Panthers fucking trading Christian McCaffrey to essentially his god coach?
And really like this tournament up.
Good shit,
right from the
Barcode.
get-go. 3 dead for FaZe. Flags
Looking
on
good
the
for
move.
Barcode,
Yeah, it's all
or
well
for
and good
G2
saying,
right now.
an easy bracket. They still had to get the job
Remember,
done. where other
the
teams
energy
did
sword
not.
is G8, so
Like
you won't
Team
see
War, the
anybody
likes of
pick it up
Oxygen,
during
they
the
still
tournament.
beat some incredibly
Same with the
good
Mangler,
sides,
you
like
won't see
Ascend,
anybody
for
just
example.
drop weapon.
That flag
All
is
that
still on
stuff
the move,
is
though.
so
Sam
broken
tries to do
that
his
they
best
don't
to
use
stop
it
Spartan.
apparently.
Flag should get put in, will get put in. It's 2-2.
But-
And I tell you what, G2 are showing up already.
Oh, that's 3 dead FaZe again for a
All tied
second.
up then. Here is Gilkey. Can he lead his team to success? Falcated underneath him. Crouching. Playing his angles, playing his corners.
Good
Spartan
grenade.
steps out of line. And that grenade will follow him all the way home. Send him to the
I don't know
black
how that
screen.
green didn't
Renegade
connect.
trying to get a little bit tricksy. Ultimately, those players both back down, give each other the respect that they deserve. Falcade descends on Gilkey and puts him away.
Thought the
3
grenade
dead
was
for
gonna kill him.
G2 and an opportunity for
Well,
FaZe
I
Clan to
landed in
retake
his
the
lap
lead.
for a
So
second.
frustrating in those positions when that high ground is above you. One of the best places to hold to really try and get some extra shots as players are walking out the flag.
King Nick
With 3
13-8,
dead,
Sparty
FaZe now can
McFly.
push up, but look, they are
12 and
waiting, they're
7.
biding their time, they're getting together, and they should be able to isolate one of these players here.
Barcode sitting back left of the flag. Falcade must have got some hits with that grenade as Barcode stepped out a little bit.
Oh,
Gilkey
good
gets set up against
repulse.
the wall, but not enough to eliminate him. 2 dead for G2. 2 dead for FaZe Clan. But it's Renegade.
Baited that,
hand
baited that
with
melee
intentions of
hard,
making
boys.
Some kebabs. Barcode picks up
Take
1.
notes.
And that might quell the push.
Perfect.
But he connects with 1.
Crossword
So important, he
placement.
did connect as well.
That was weird.
Do it again, and you've done your job, or just slightly whiffs it. But Renegades put enough pressure, done enough damage that G2 weren't able to capitalize off the slays they got in their own base. But this really is a 50-50 at the moment. I'd say neither team looks particularly strong when it comes to these setups, but both of them are slaying out correctly.
Renegade falls. Spartan doubles back, has the information.
Baker would be in North
He needs.
Carolina Jesus if it
Straight
was
Six
his
gonna pull
doing.
that flag, runs straight into Spartan. The straight 1v1 dogfight here, and Straight Six gives up the ghost, recognizing he was down in the fight. Renegade picks up Barcode elsewhere. And perhaps again, that opportunity
Don't
comes
sleep
to
on
FaZe.
Spartan, boys.
It's a little bit one-way traffic right now with G2 desperately trying to cling on.
Can FaZe make it count though? They've had these
Good
opportunities
grenade.
before. These are the
Another
important
good
slays. Those are
grenade.
the big grenades you
And
need to be hitting.
easy
And
opened
G2
up.
had the decision. Do we
This
try
should be
and
an
fight out of
easy
our
cap.
base, or do we
Honestly,
push
they
through
got
it?
maybe Barcode to
Barcode
worry
is leading
about.
the charge on the flank, but if he gets caught by 2 FaZe Clan players, this is a guaranteed cap.
Yeah, this should be an easy
Overshield's
cap,
gonna
honestly.
pop up as well, and you can see Spartan has intentions of getting his hands on that. 4 minutes on the clock, flag has been dropped.
I mean, their spawn was opposite side. They got 2 of the kills. The other 2 were trapped back, and they just grabbed it, ran opposite side.
G2 look closest to get their hands on it.
Exactly what I was saying before the game. Spartan, he gets a lot of flag grabs, but he gets
FaZe
more
looking
flag
good.
caps.
Oh! Goodbye to your overshield!
And the overshield is negated. And unfortunately, that means G2's push is going to be quelled here. There is not really
The only thing
much
the green coat's good for,
opportunity
boys.
to advance, especially when that flag is already being moved on the other side. Great work from Renegade. Distract G2, make them come back. It's going to be so difficult for them
I'm surprised
to try and
Straight
manage
Sick
where they push now.
didn't trap him in that corner
Trying to
there.
stay alive, desperately chasing shadows. Didn't know where that was coming from. He knew they wanted them though.
Eagle flag return.
Flag gets sent home.
We got Jordan and Curry, so I'm good.
Lead here for FaZe. 3 minutes and 17 on the clock. Then, what do G2 have? Do FaZe Clan start to alter some of their
Baker
plans?
doing his best impersonation of Deshaun
They're not
Watson.
interested in
Yeah.
holding one. They want to double the lead.
He would have
but
a
we're gonna
choice
have a flag
to matter
stand
like
up.
he does.
This
Now
next
people just
engagement
patch
is
themselves.
pivotal.
Yeah, both these teams out-rotated each other there. They
got that.
went either
No,
side of the
maybe
map.
not.
They found themselves at flags, and they were like, okay, I guess we both pull it. But 2 kills go in favor of G2. And this could be a really important moment. What can Nick do? Could try and keep this one alive here. Has to go big. Have a little bit of support. Takes on Gilkey, but Gilkey gives him the wiggles.
Flag sent back, but Spartan been a thorn in the side.
Oh, good fucking shot, Gilkey.
And is that the opportunity to tie this game up?
They needed that. That was such a big shot.
Flag return.
Flag return. All square once more.
Wow.
3-3.
All because of that one skewer
This
shot.
is a banger.
Considering the slaying stats you see on your screen,
Wow.
the fact G2 are tied here is incredible.
That's how
They're
big
doing so
that
well
weapon's so
objectively.
slept
They are
on, but it's
frustrating
that
FaZe
one
Clan. They're getting
kill
kills
is
in the
so
right areas, but
massive.
now, 3 dead. FaZe get to move once more. Gilkey gets destroyed.
As soon
off
as they're
spawn.
down a kill, you
Actually,
see him just
everyone's dying off
attack.
spawn. And
Down,
G2
I mean,
now
as soon as the other
getting
team's down a
ripped
player, they
apart by
attack.
Renegade.
Down 2 players, they
And
go
this is gonna be an easy
hard.
cap if Nick can get round this corner, but he can't.
There it is. There's the corner. That's all I needed.
Can't round the corner, but Falcade's there to connect. Picks up the flag, the relay.
And no one close. All they had to do was round that corner.
For G2.
That's it.
Where the counter cap rings. Yes, it does. They ring the bell. 4-3. FaZe Clan
Ring that
retakes
counter
the
cap
lead.
bell,
So tough
boys.
for G2, time and time again.
Fucking
They're
ding,
getting
ding,
back
ding, ding,
into it,
bitches,
but
ding,
FaZe,
ding.
They answer back so quickly. If G2 were just
FaZe
able
is
to
looking,
stabilize ever so slightly
I
after
think,
this
better
capture,
than
it
they've
would be
looked
so
as a
different,
team
but FaZe
with
are
this new
ruthless
squad
with their aggression. They're constantly pushing their
that I've
advantage.
seen.
They
Like
know
this,
they're outslaying
this
them
is
heavily,
looking
and they're able to get caps
real
so
fucking
easily once
good.
they get those pulls.
Sparty 21 and
Falcade.
11. Falcade is 16-10. Renegade
Looks as
16-10.
though G2
That's
are going
those
to
are
overextend here. Fully
even
aware
King
of the time
Nick
that
with a
remains. 1 minute.
pedestrian
They
19
have
and
to
4
play
on the team.
offense
I mean
here.
that is ridiculous.
And perhaps pulling the goalie and giving up their own base and playing for that 50-50.
1 minute
Falcade has
left.
come back. Barcode tags him up to no shields. Can he live here? It's pivotal that he does. King Nick baiting him a little bit, and that's
How many
essential.
grenades
But
did he
Renegade
have?
has that flag grab, getting back almost uncontested here. And Barcode, the only player that can have an influence, but he gets cut down on the knees.
This could be the last flag cap, 45 seconds. Renegade knows, though, he needs to do some
Oh.
damage. I don't think
One.
FaZe are going to desperate this flag, but G2, they have to. They have to try and get this returned. Hope they get some slays. And if they can get a counter cap, which Falcade is the last remaining player, it is still possible here for G2.
They have gotten the slays, but Renegade's back off the
You can still-
respawn.
Oh,
Back
no.
once again with the Renegade Master. Barcode will put him down.
This is
Time is very
intense.
much of the essence here.
20 seconds.
King Nick and Spartan, they're back once more, trying to bite off more than they can chew. But
FaZe
they connect,
has-
and they find a home. With 15 seconds remaining, have FaZe done enough?
Surely it's enough, right? Surely G2
Yeah,
have
they
got
have,
nothing
yeah.
left in the tank. They've thrown everything at them, but I think it's going to come down to these
Good
last
shit,
few
straight.
kills.
Straight Sick gets 2.
Get the ball!
Can he get the
Get the
flag?
ball!
No, he can't. Kill to the 11th hour, but Straight Sick
There's
gets
the
his
ball!
hands on it. But have they given up too much resources? Can Barcode win this 1v1?
Oh, he
Yes,
needed
can.
that.
This is the moment, but he goes down. A time will run out. FaZe
Oh,
Clan will get game 1.
wow. What a game one.
And now you have a breather, because what an intense first game of the World Championship that was.
Holy shit.
Back and forth, flags pulled left, right, and center. Counter caps galore. FaZe, they outslayed G2 heavily, but G2 held their own when it came to that objective. They really timed their pulls correctly. They were efficient, G2. Just unfortunately couldn't really win those individual battles. It was a little bit too easy for FaZe to flood the map at times, but you've got to respect how close that was from G2.
Bruce, did you
But
vote?
have they put
I didn't see
so
that.
much effort into that game 1 now? Like going into a game 2, are you
know Joe
dejected? Are you
did.
a little bit frustrated? Or can you build from that? Can
I
you
know
say,
Danny did.
we did so well. We've just only lost by
And I
1
know
cap to a
that
top 4 team.
Cloud9
A FaZe Clan
did.
team who looked incredible at Orlando.
And it must be said, they lost by 2 flag captures, but also at the same time 2 moments. And it was right after they equalized and tied us up. They got the flag
Forgot to write you
capture,
down.
but they couldn't hold out
Oh,
for
no,
those few
thank you guys
moments
for being
afterwards
here.
and
I
gave up the
appreciate you.
counter-cap both times, and that is why FaZe Clan won, because G2 just didn't have the defense in place to hold the flag.
And unfortunately,
This
that
is just
the
slightly
way
tedious,
that
but
Counter-Strike
we're gonna make it work,
crumbles
boys.
Sometimes the cookie, as it were, is you put so much resources, so much effort into trying to get that flag back. Look at this, like Gilkey, head down. Everyone's trying to do what they can from G2.
Maybe
Three
next
of them
time,
fall, and FaZe were able to
I
get
think
such
I'll just
an
add
easy
it up for some
counter-gap
games
because
and
there
then
was
in
just no
between
one
the
to really
matches,
contest it.
I'll just add
And
a
what
bunch
FaZe
of
were
them,
doing
yeah.
well is off spawn. G2 were constantly being stared at. They were spawning into gunfire at times. FaZe's kind of spawn control.
Well, don't
was
thank me,
incredible
boys.
in that
Stop
game.
thanking me. Stop
From
thanking
the
me.
mentality side of things,
If you guys keep on thanking me, it's gonna be a
G2 feel down
long
themselves and
motherfucking
they
day,
were so
boys.
close
It's
to get
gonna be a
It's the case of, hang on a minute,
long
we were
motherfucking day.
competing that game.
I think competing with FaZe
Alright,
and
I
finish
think that's
third
a
in
four.
Orlando is
I don't think I
always
missed
going to
anybody.
be a good situation to be in, right?
Double check that I didn't,
FaZe
if somebody
were,
can,
you know,
but I
they
don't
had
think I
questions
did.
about them in Orlando. G2 had questions about them in Orlando. FaZe answered their questions.
Alright,
G2,
so we have enough
it was
room on
still
this
a little bit
board,
of a,
so we'll
okay,
go.
We don't really know what they're capable of because they haven't really played the top teams. But now we're seeing them against one of the best, and they didn't
Game
look out of
2.
place. They looked like a top 6 side. They looked like a side that actually, if 1 or 2 kills had gone their way, they could have won game 1.
I was a lot closer from GQ. I mean,
the story in the
they put up a fight, boys. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Such small
Make sure to drop likes if you have
game.
not. Let's push this out to some new people. Be a friend, tell a friend, all that good
And FaZe
shit.
Clan, despite a couple of nervy moments, who managed to clutch up, and could that be the story of their tournament?
And right at the end of the game, G2 kind of throwing everything at it again. Barcode wins a 1v1, but the spawns were coming thick and fast from FaZe Clan. They were always there to just make sure that they were able
Hey,
to
Chad, I
guard
see a
that
couple
flag.
of you guys messaged me on Discord. I'll get to that when I can, boys.
Because we've seen teams
I don't
throw
want to
away
interrupt the stream,
kind of
if you
situations
understand.
like that, and you get a little bit nervous in the end game. But there's the series layout, and there's game 2. It's going to be Slayer Streets. It doesn't get much better for G2 fans, I'm afraid.
Lady
as
had
this was one
some
of their worst game
PT
types
today
at
for
Orlando.
that
FaZe really have
shoulder and
demonstrated
stuff, so.
in Slayers they are very powerful side.
Had to make
When
sure
you
she's
look at
all
the four
gravy.
players on that
Slayer,
team, any
Streets,
of them
get your
can pop
votes
off.
in, get your votes in, get your votes
So for
in.
G2,
Going for
I
1
wanna
mil,
see
then
someone kind
doing a
of step
giveaway.
up and really take
Ooh.
this game by the scruff of the neck. I want to see Barcode show us what he's made of. Now he is practiced with this roster.
And is it a case that you look to Barcode to
Danny got
maybe
G2 on the
drive
next
team
map.
forward on this Streets game, or is there other players around him that could build it? Because we have superstars on the other side of that stage, and is it a case of, in order for G2 to get the better of FaZe, they're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be a
All right,
team
be
effort.
5 or
you can
let's
become a
make this
superstar
one
in this series, right? If you step
750
up, if you
points.
can
Maybe we'll
dominate
get a
FaZe Clan,
few
if you can be the
extra
one
people
who's getting
voting.
20+
If
kills,
you
suddenly at
are
a
like,
World
oh my
Championship,
god,
you're
what the
a
fuck is the
superstar.
point? How do I
And then
get
going on
that?
to the next season,
You
you're
just
going to be
simply
sought after, you're
subscribe,
going to be
which is
looked at,
free.
You're going to be expected to perform
Much
that
like
way
the
as
like
well.
button, that's
So there is
also
always that
free.
added
And then
pressure.
once you subscribe,
But I think
because
when
this
you look
is
at
Halo Worlds,
what kind of
just
Barcode
give it
has
away
added to this
points
team
that
and his flair and his
eventually,
personality. There's a lot of fans now.
hopefully
of this G2
sooner
roster.
rather
I'm not
than
saying that
later.
wasn't
It's
before,
in my
but he's
thoughts.
added a
Boys. I'm
lot,
trying to
and
make some
something
shit
that adds
happen.
a lot of extra eyes as
Gonna be
well.
turned into
If you can
merch, and you
deal
can
with
use
that
those
pressure,
points for free
if you can kind
merch.
of mold that into
All
some
that
sort of
good
energy,
shit.
so then you can push forward and make it confidence.
So if you're not
suddenly
subbed,
G2
sub
become a
up.
very
You'll get
scary
1,000
force.
points just for
I think that
subbing.
man on your screen is going
And
to
then
be
you'll
a big
start earning some
difference maker
points
in this
with
game.
everybody
If
else.
you look at his slaying ability. So I really hope this is not going to be a whitewash.
Bye, Rouge,
just
I
because
appreciate
it's
you.
a bad game type for G2.
Anybody else got votes? We got Danny
May
for
not
G2
have
this
teams
next
to
map.
represent the A and Z region, but we do have Barcode, and you know that whole continent is
Also,
going to be
if you
behind
guys
him.
don't
That whole
know
country,
about this,
top to bottom, New Zealand too. They have some rivalries,
Feel
they
sorry
have some
for you.
banter, but when you see Barcode smiling, you can't help but get along with them.
Yeah, I think that it was disappointing not to see the LATAM region, the ANZ region, make it through to the World Championships. Just North American and European representation, but you're completely right. Barcode with a whole country, whole continent on
well,
the
sorry,
back of
we're
his
the
shoulders.
best.
Well,
I mean,
now's the time
sorry.
to impress
Sorry
them.
about
Now's
it.
the time to step
I mean,
up.
fucking try to
Street
beat us
Slayer
then next
may have
time, you know
been
what I
a
mean?
bad game type for you in
Fucking
Orlando,
hashtag.
but that was on no practice.
Sorry, not sorry,
now
dude.
G2 have practiced.
Fair,
What can you do
bitch.
here in game number 2?
Have they corrected some of the errors? Have they ironed out
Stupid.
some of the problems?
Stupid phones.
Will
You got
FaZe Clan
FaZe.
roll them here
Anybody else?
and take a 2-0
Later missed.
series lead?
You got until the first minute elapsed
It's
in
about
the
controlling the
match.
sandbox. It's about holding map control. And there are few better at the game than doing that than Spartan. As we roll into this one in game 2.
I like the line.
Can
Lead
G2
him on,
bounce back?
if you will.
Gilkey has done a lot in Slayers for this roster.
All right,
throughout
boys.
So many historic games of Halo.
Got Danny and
It's going to
C9
go once
votes
more.
in.
It's a
Anybody
great
else
start
wants
from
votes?
G2.
Get them
They're
in.
trying
Get them
to
in.
push
Get
the
them in.
aggression as well. out, trying to take advantage of the weapons they've been able to pick up. It's already 3-0. It's going to be 4. And if they can get rockets off the back of this, FaZe are
Good
going to be
start by
curling up in the corner
G2.
and hiding away.
Pineapple orange. Orange is really good too.
very
I like
much
the
been
bottle
guardian
version
of
more.
top six
It
for a
tastes
very,
better.
very long time. And this is
But
the
the
moment
bottle
where he
version's like
takes that next step.
$1.25. That was
Can he
$1.38.
push on and get into that
What are
top
we
four
doing here?
conversation? It all starts here against a team of the caliber of FaZe Clan.
Lemon.
The games don't come much easier.
That stick. Oh, I thought he stuck him in the mouth with that.
With Falcated now,
Nice
putting down
forehead.
some shots on that rail. Sabonator falls, but picks up 2 in the feed on his
Blast
way out.
shortage coming, Jen.
7-4 here as FaZe Clan go 3 down.
All right, no more votes. Last chance.
And it's all about building upon that, and that's going to give Barcode's confidence the world of good.
I mean, if you could take down
C9
Renegade, you
and
could take
Daniel
down
on
anyone,
points, that's
right?
for sure.
Still a 3-kill lead here. G2 pushing that advantage, not allowing FaZe to get back into the game. There was rockets picked up by FaZe Clan. I think that's what allowed them to slightly edge their way back in. The street slows down once more. Both teams on either side of the map. Gilkey's separated. But unfortunately, that's going to mean now...
I mean, that 4-0 starts, he erased already.
But if Gilkey gets spotted, he's got to be careful.
Good grenade, Gilkey.
2 kills separate these 2 teams now.
Gilkey's looking much better this game. 4-1-1 already.
Carving holes through FaZe, punching damage everywhere. Spartan, though, using that pulse rifle. Ripping
These
shields
shortages
away.
of the fucking world in
Rockets
the
about
month.
to pop.
That looks like it stuck him too. That's so close. Good thruster, Rennie.
Pays him no mind, putting him down.
And what a season it has been.
Hit
for
again,
Renegade
yep.
for
You
many
already got
different
the
reasons.
you got the initiative,
Started
bro.
off winning with Cloud9, ended up making a change, ended up leaving the team. Now finds himself on this FaZe Clan roster. They had an excellent performance in Orlando, but imagine if he could top off this season with a world championship. I think he knows it's not going to be easy, and I think he knows they're not
Hell of a
favorites.
shot. Could have used
And
his
he eats the
thruster to get
rocket.
away from it too, and didn't.
Gilkey just saying, look, if you're going to let us have
Oh,
this,
great.
oh, that's the perfect shot.
Shield.
Wall goes down. You can see the hesitation to fire that rocket, and ultimately, the rockets change hands. And what a rocket that was from
I would
Gilkey, sending it
just at that point
all over the
fire it,
streets.
right? You see that shield, you know you're getting shot from the right. You see the shield, might as well just yank it to make sure they don't get it, right?
Biter here. And you can see the FaZe Clan guys at the end of game 1 having a sigh of relief. Is it about doubling their series lead now?
No. I
Spartan
wish. That'd be so much fucking fun
Bulldog in the back
to
pocket.
actually play competitive Halo.
Straight tick over towards Arcade.
But also, I don't know
We
if
are
I'm
now
necessarily the best
officially at a
free-for-all player.
standstill, a traffic jam.
And B, it's hard to find
really
a
can see the
quote-unquote team
respect
and people that
from FaZe
A,
Clan towards G2,
want to take it
they're not
serious,
just running
and
at them
B,
aimlessly. Sab goes down though,
have
so
the
could this
time
now
to
be
take
the
it
time
serious.
for FaZe to just explode into some sort of push?
FaZe is obviously
They've got the
planning
information one player is
something.
an Arcade, but Spartan doesn't want to just go out in case there's a player baiting him. Checking every angle, checking every corner. Has support
High-level
with him now,
gameplay
and
right now,
FaZe
boys.
have taken so much of this map, they're forcing G2 back into this corner.
Spartan forced to back down there. The push wasn't quick enough. Gilkey gets
We got
2 in
some
the feed.
glitches on the broadcast. The camera's messing
One
up a
kill
little
game,
bit.
make it 2 once more. Spartan's been spotted out, firing the Bulldog, but it's not going to do the damage required to get the kill. Certainly not at that range. Gilkey's managed to scamper away into Red Room. Back into Arcade he goes. Controlling the map expertly now. Slicing it up. Spartan goes down. Rockets popped up. Straight sick. Has his eyes on them from the top of the
These are big
streets.
rockets right
Kicked
now.
in, backed all the way down a tram to no shields. Barcode on hand to clean up that extra damage. 1 rocket will be fired, but it's nothing but a flare for now.
And if Straight Sick is the guardian, then Gilkey is the gatekeeper. Like Gandalf, you shall not pass, has the rockets and says, look, we
Like, the
want to show what
closest
we're made
shot
of
that
here.
was
We want to show that we are
to
no
his
pushovers.
teammate.
And they're getting aggressive now. That rocket should connect, will connect. And G2 find themselves
Drop it,
4
bro.
ahead once
Keep
again.
going.
They were so patient, they
switching
knew
out.
FaZe Clan wanted to slow it down. But when you can speed it up and make your opposition feel uncomfortable, that's when G2 are going to be at their very best.
4-kill advantage again. Back up to it.
G2 counterplaying FaZe Clan
Ooh,
perfectly.
straight team push
But it's a
hard.
push now on the Cafe side, up through Pink. Renegade throwing in some spike grenades. They got some hits. You can see Straight Sick immediately gets himself out of there. Gilkey isolated and all alone. Sacrificed to the FaZe Clan Wolves. Now all of a sudden, numbers are very heavily staggered.
Renegade's
in FaZe
looking
Clan's
good right
favor.
now, boys.
G2 on a little bit of a spawn rotation, staggered. Trades come here and there and everywhere, and we're all tied up.
Renegade with 10 kills, and I don't think you'll be surprised if I tell you he was the main slayer of this FaZe Clan roster. He was the guy who was getting all the kills in the slaying games, and I think that's what's expected of him with his playstyle, how aggressive he can be at the right times. Puts the
Good
ball
shit!
away. It's a big double, and now it's about staying alive.
That's all right.
He cannot do so. But FaZe have got themselves back
Great
into
work
the
with
game.
the shotgun.
Once more, it's 29-29. It's all tied up. Are we going to now see, as we get to the 30 kill mark, one of these teams really start to gain an advantage? Or is this going to go
This
right
is a
down
tight
to the
game.
wire all the way through the game?
Drop shield deployed once more.
Joe, you can get your vote in if you want. It's still 29-29.
Having a slow game by his
I don't
side.
think you were here
Still
before.
positive one here. 6 kills, 3 assists, the 5 deaths. His teammates have picked up 2 in the feed. Barcode will answer back with 1. Rockets in hand.
Rockets
now.
are so
Scooped
important,
up,
boys.
spun away,
It's all that
head on a
matters.
swivel, and brought back the safety to his teammates. It cost them Renegade in the process. Stalker rifle dropped off, and no doubt he'll pick up the commando to boot. So he has a full arsenal to attack with as he descends down Pink Street. Eyes on the top of the stairs, nothing doing this time. Willing to slow it down once more. It's a 1-kill game.
And I cannot stress enough how important this game 2 is for G2. You go 2-0 down, suddenly your confidence is gone. You go into game 3 just hoping you can make a difference. Do you go into game 3, one of FaZe's
Slowing it
worst game
way
types for
down.
Orlando, at 1-1, suddenly you start to believe that actually you can take this series. That FaZe are not untouchable. And G2 have been such a different team from Orlando to now. Forget easy brackets, forget how they got to top 6. They are a top 6 side, and they're demonstrating that right in front of our very eyes.
Renegade's got the opener here. And perhaps with the rockets over Spartan's shoulder, that will mean misery for
Yeah, I was
G2.
gonna say, we weren't looking at
Spartan's opted
Gilkey
to
just
stay where
now,
he is,
or-
though.
We're looking at
So him and
Spartan.
Gilkey are going to collide here. Yes, they do. And that rocket will find a home.
Oh,
straight
they're
in
having
the
issues with the
breadbasket
broadcast, boys, for
of the
sure.
Gilster. FaZe Clan starting to roll here, pulling away. 5 kills the difference. When we were all tied up just a moment ago.
This is what I was worried about when you get to that 30 kill mark, when one team starts to get control of power weapons and get the kills, it will snowball out of control a bit. How will G2 respond?
Can you
It's been
escape?
mostly G2 ahead in this
Oh,
game,
it's
and FaZe
big.
coming back, but now G2 demonstrating they can do exactly the same thing. 34 kills for them. Make it 35. Renegade, the last remaining player, will fight tooth and nail, and I think he went down. Actually, no, he stays alive, so thank God he didn't fall with that Bulldog. But look how
Good
badly
grenades.
G2 want to take it off him.
And they do. Successful.
G2's holding their own,
Rockets again.
boys. They really are. They're looking
Wasn't that
good.
long ago we seen Spartan with them in his hands. And things seem to be going right for them. They have a 2-kill lead, but that again, that deficit cut in half. That 1 kill for Barcode, opening the door once more. Trying to get surgical. Gilkey with the Bulldog, whips it
Ooh,
out.
good Gilkey. Good
Slaps the
shit.
taste out of the mouth.
That was huge to make sure they get that spanker. Or don't
What can
lose
Gilkey
it.
do here then? As we head into the latter stages of this Slayer, Falcade goes down.
And look how reluctant both teams were to grab those rockets, but I think FaZe got their hands on them. King Nick was so close, but actually it's just the assault rifle. It was someone else to pick them up, and there we go. It was
Barcode.
Barcode, excuse me.
Yep,
who managed
G2
to
grabbed
find
it.
them. And he's putting them to use now as it's 43
Huge.
to 41. G2 need to press this advantage. Press the player that you have on the map. Everyone on FaZe now backing off because they recognize they are certainly going to be pushed from every angle at the moment.
And it's G2 in the ascendancy here, but
Oh.
just like that, it's going to be FaZe
Hype
trying
back
to
up,
flip the
boys.
script. Renegade currently
Last
sitting
five,
on
I'd always
18
get hyped for.
kills, 8 assists, and 10 deaths. He has been instrumental in making sure FaZe Clan keep this one competitive, and they hold a 1 solo single kill advantage.
Manages to find a quick kill. Will actually try and go for the
Oh, that grenade's gonna kill him.
Gonna kill himself?
He
No!
killed himself.
Sab gives away a free kill. It's the 47th for FaZe Clan. And how important could that be? It's so close between these teams, 49 to 47.
1 kill then for FaZe Clan to put a bow on this Slayer. It's been nervy. You can see all of G2 up towards PD. Renegade the first point of contact. Has he done sufficient damage? Drop wall will keep him in the game for now.
Trying to lob grenades
kill
over the
will
wall.
come. It's a
There it
flag grenade
is.
from King Nick, and they double the lead.
All right, C9.
Back and forth we go all game long. But eventually, the cream does rise to the top. And unfortunately for G2, they fall once more in the latter stages. So close, yet so far. And that is going to be...
Game 3.
It's going to be so difficult for them to try and manage that.
Apparently, this is FaZe's worst fucking map mode combination
As for FaZe, they're
ever.
just showing so much
So,
resilience when it comes to these late game plays.
this
The confidence
is
of Renegade
for
there, just to throw those
1,000
grenades, hold his ground,
motherfucking
utilize the drop ball
pieces.
to stay alive. You saw Sab on your
1,000 will phase.
particularly happy with the performance of his
3-0
team. You've got to stay
G2.
positive. You're still in this series.
Will
It's
G2
only
get a game
2-0.
and really
It's a best of 5. You still have a chance.
show them, hey, we're not fucking here to play. This ain't no game
Get over that
to us,
final
all right?
hurdle. That final hurdle has been one man, Renegade. It's been his playground, particularly in that game number 2.
That drop steal is clutch. It's such an underrated. Ever since they buffed it, when it first came out. Oh, okay. But ever since they buffed it, it can take two full grenades.
All weekend long. If he wants to make sure this FaZe Clan roster are in the conversation for world champions,
Yeah,
you need to
Danny.
be stepping up. You need to be proving why you
I'm
are
exactly
one of
how
the
you
best
are.
players in this game.
No, dude, I told you I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it so I don't do it every single time. So after each series, then I'll just add up what everybody has and just do it once.
If you become a world champion at the very end.
But I will run you your money. Look.
He jumped out of Cloud9. Took out the parachute and landed on FaZe Clan, and he is fit on this squad like a glove.
I mean, if that's not the most official tracking in the fucking world, I don't know what is.
Overnight.
There was a period of time where I was so worried for FaZe, for E United, for these teams that were making changes when the inevitable hurricane happened off the back of Renegade leaving Cloud9. I was even worried about Cloud9 for a short period of time. But I'd actually say that everyone has
very clearly,
so well
G2 won or G2 lost that game because it's a sad face in phase 1.
Which is the scary thing.
C9 on the face side gets
People will do their
750.
predictions. People will have their favorites.
Get your predictions in. Get your predictions in. Get your predictions in.
Teams who could walk away as world champions at the end of this
Soldier
event.
Boy solos stat
FaZe
tourney
Clan
in
then
Z
one
League.
game away from opening up this pool
Hey,
for the win.
hey, don't throw too much shade, motherfucker. I'm Santa Claus out here with these points. And I'll put a lump of coal in your shit real quick.
Favorites to top this group, and how important that can be heading into the elimination bracket and indeed the winners bracket.
Hey, as of yesterday, Danny, you beat me in earnings for video games. Luckily, Cloud, topped me over, so I'm now at $17 earned. Not from tournaments, but in video games. I don't know how much. I got you, C9 phase.
So if G2 are going to get a game, it's got to be this one. And you've got to do it in a fashion that makes kind of FaZe look at themselves and say, wait, how has that just happened?
I don't know how much money I need to earn before I'm a professional.
Otherwise, if you don't come out hot, if you don't come out
I think it's more than
FaZe will
$17.
take advantage of that. They will carry on slaying you like they have done
I could
against
be
1 and 2.
wrong.
And they suddenly could very quickly end up as a 3-0.
Man.
And you can see Callis behind his boys in G2. And you know he
Phase
has done his
3-0.
homework.
Anybody else?
You know
Danny?
he has done what is
Joe?
required, the research to take down FaZe in this game 3. But it has to be perfect. It has to be lights out.
G2 will get this map. You got it?
FaZe Clan looking just as good as ever.
And hey, man, I've been meaning to
job's
ask
not
if you
done yet.
looked into Z
And
League.
G2
They were
have made a
sponsoring
real
some Halo
series of this
creators this
so
year.
far.
No, I have
I think
not.
one player I want to be looking at in this game is going to be King Nick. He was the
Z-League.
outlier for this team when it came to this mapping mode, but it wasn't for a good reason. It was for a bad one. A 0.45 KD across the board when they played this game type 3 times. That is not what you'd expect from a player like King Nick. So have they done their homework? Have they gone back to the drawing board and changed things? Because with such a big map pool, sometimes you will just allow a few game types to trickle through as your bad ones, and you hope you don't get them in the series layouts. Or if you're a team who is just all about perfection, all about practice, you will notice those outliers, you will notice those statistical anomalies, and you'll say, all right, we need to improve on this game because we've got absolute trounced time and time again. And if FaZe are a team like that, which I think they are, they're going to look far better today than they did in
No
Orlando.
BTB. If we get a Team Slayer
G2
team,
then,
though,
you can see the face of Gilkey.
free entry,
Not happy how this one is
3,200
going.
of their
It's almost
Z credits.
more upsetting that they've been so close in games 1 and 2.
No, never mind.
But they've shown spirit,
1,000
they've shown
for first
fight.
place.
They've shown heart. But so
Yeah, I have
far,
no.
it has
I've never
not
seen
been enough
Z League
to
before.
take down
That's a
one of
first.
our top teams.
And G2 do come into this group
I'm taking
with this
G2,
pool
but just as a devil's
as the
advocate.
second
Well,
seed in this
apparently
pool.
this is again
TSS
FaZe's
also
weakest
third.
kind of. Oh, that
And
guy's
we've
got the
just
new
seen
chair.
all of the teams from play-ins
That new
arrive
super
into
expensive
full
chair
play
that
today,
if
and
I was a better
there's so
content
much
creator, I
extra
would've got
pressure
one
when
for
you are
free,
seeing
but
who
I'm
is
not.
going to be added to your group. The likes of Complexity, the likes of Ascend all coming into the equation
A little
as well,
grindy, but
who
usually
really will throw a
sign up for
spanner
a
in the
Team
works.
Slayer,
So
Attack
G2
Slayer,
know
and
how
points you
important
cash.
it
What's
is
up?
to actually get a performance here, try and get some maps on the board. We saw some pretty crazy things happen in Orlando where we had tiebreakers come into the equation, where suddenly map wins are actually going to be important.
Yo,
You
FaZe
don't
on the
want
way.
to bow out and just say, okay, well, we'll get 3-0'd by
Hey,
FaZe.
fucking
What
FaZe
happens
up.
if you end up in a
Hey,
three-way
fucking
tie with
FaZe
FaZe
up.
included? suddenly those map wins are going to be very important.
Doesn't matter how close you were in those map wins either. It still reads right now 2-0. Can G2 alter that story? Change the narrative? Or are they about to sink?
Right. Yeah, 1 minute if you have not yet
the opening day, in the opening
voted.
game of the Halo World Championship. FaZe Clan.
Get your votes in.
They've given a little bit.
G2 or
Hasn't been lights
FaZe.
out. They haven't been firing hot. But this could just be a taster of things to come. And with Renegade playing lights out in game 2, there's no better place to start.
And I think G2 had a little bit of a target on their back coming into this tournament. The likes of TSS in their group, the likes of Fnatic, who are now in their group from the play-ins. They would have been rubbing their hands together saying, actually, I think we could take G2. Will their thoughts have changed now they've seen what G2 are actually doing here against FaZe Clan? Even though the score reads 2-0, such close games, a few kills in the Slayer, just one cap in the capture the flag. Are we going to see now FaZe struggle on one of their worst game types, or are G2 going to go down with a whimper and lose this series 3-0? Already Gilkey getting in a position with his sniper rifle.
Sending some warning shots.
You ain't no Lucid.
And indeed over towards green, nothing connecting though, not finding a home. King Nick has snuck into A. There is an engagement over towards B. Barcode has stepped in, but two members of FaZe get over there to contend it and to contest. And they've been successful. And despite the slays favoring G2 in the early engagements, it's FaZe Clan who are scoring all this live long day.
Yeah, they got control of B right at the start.
Give me a Quibbly.
G2 haven't been able to wrestle it back as of yet. They've kind of been guarding C at the moment. They've been waiting for the opening. Gilkey can't quite find the kill, but eventually manages to connect with a grenade. And now it's a 2 versus 2 on the map. Spartan will be just being a little bit of a nuisance in the moment, biding his time, but Gilkey sniffs him out. And now it's going to be a flip of the map. C gets taken by FaZe, but G2 have successfully pushed, successfully got A and B, and now it's their chance to try and set up.
G2 take control. How are FaZe Clan navigating this? I would love to get an Astro listening to find out.
Oh, here we go. First Astro listening.
Two small Argos. I'm getting shot in the back. I'm getting shot in the back. Barcode 1.
Shit, Mike. Good job.
Barcode's 1.
I can get it. I can get it.
Guilty.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Nice. All dead, right?
All dead. Get it. Spawn the ball B. Spawn the ball B. Get it.
I'm going in Nick right now.
Watch your big Nick.
Get info, guys. Get info.
Yeah, they're all spawning B. They're all spawning
Undernest right now. Coming up next now. That's all you, John. I think he dropped mud then.
Yeah, he's mud right now. If you guys win, I'm dead.
Back green.
You guys won, man.
We get 2 front green on me, Nick.
One shot Gilkey.
Sab on you, back green.
Guys, 3 guys.
Sab is back green.
Yeah,
I'm here. He's in the middle.
Nice.
15 fire.
Spawn day.
Shot screens, go. Can we put pressure on this?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Back up. Yo, reset. Unite.
Alright, fuck. There's 2 on me big.
I'm spike something.
Alright, okay.
Unite.
Go next.
Sniper in 10. Sniper in 10, guys.
Yes, play picture of the sniper.
They might go bottom. They might go pillars.
No, cuts. You guys cuts. They're hitting big door. Big door. Don't be switch. Go help them, Tyler. One shot cuts, Mike. One shot cuts.
I'm here, John. Stay alive. Cut still, guys.
Nick, your back's up, kind of.
In cuts. Gilkey, we come in. One shot cuts. Gilkey's one shot cuts. Sam is one shot time in, Mike. Hey. He's top cuts. One shot.
John's winking. John's cuts.
Communication is so important, and you can hear the intensity in the comms from FaZe Clan, and in particular with Spartan calling out players top middle, putting real influence, real urgency in the communications.
I don't think it posted the link. I don't think it allows you to. I have to look into it because I have all the link protection turned off, but.
And we heard it from the analyst desk. They said that FaZe are going to be
If you're in
taking
the
every
Discord,
game
send
as
to the
seriously as
Discord.
they can. Even though they may enjoy certain games up more than others if they're a little bit more comfortable. It's a serious business now. This is the World Championships. You can't afford to underestimate anyone. And whilst this may have been a bad game type for FaZe, it seems to have changed. The record completely shifted. And FaZe are looking very, very comfortable here on live fire.
Straight sick falls the sniper. You can see he definitely wants to hold off that overshield player. Renegade close the distance, gets the kill. Sniper rifle will transfer control. Overshield. King Nick is raining down shots to the back.
That assault rifle.
He now tiptoes into C, takes control. They will lose A in the process, but they will continue to score.
145 to 34 is a beat down right now,
They
boys.
put into maps 1 and 2. It feels like it here in map 3. FaZe are just comfortably marauding around the map and slaying as they go, setting up where they need to. Falcated and Spartan pick up 2 kills. A third goes down. Sav, the last remaining player now, and he's just got to cower away, try and stay alive, and try and wait for his team to do something. But all the meanwhile, look at that score. 170 to 34.
And you see how they're not pushing the triple cap. They're beating their ass and like, all right, either they're going to spawn at alpha or they're going to spawn, you know, the overshield grass area.
Remained in their control. They were not pushing the triple cap.
But there's nowhere else they're going to spawn because they have Bravo and Charlie cap. Forcing that spawn when they show up, wait for them to push a little bit, see what their plan is, and then fucking demolish them. It's just
A, B, and C now in control. We have a triple cap. And FaZe kind of looking to shut out G2 here.
They get a hard push alpha or Charlie, so they swap to alpha, and then they happen to stop the swap anyways.
And I can grab that just to create extra tension.
I mean, this is a diggity beatdown, boys.
And that's what Spartan's done so well throughout this season. His defensive kills have been insane in strongholds. He always holds them so
good trade, Falcated.
2 go down for FaZe.
Did damage to all 3 of them. The third one he finished off.
For G2. Spartan last man standing, but he's in the right place at the right time with the overshield. About to pop up.
Making sure his friend gets it, yep.
Renegade secured for the team. He has done so successfully here.
Did his job.
It's a long road back, but it's not out of the realms of possibility here for G2. Sniper rifle for Renegade. A and C in control for G2. B will get lost. C
Charlie
threatening to do the same. It's a 3v3 in the map, but FaZe have got control once more.
That didn't last long, boys.
G2 to breathe here. Sabinator steps in.
But there goes Alpha.
In the process.
Same time.
FaZe kind of simply out-rotating them here.
Yeah, this would be
good
quite
snipe.
a lack of comebacks. But don't forget that Slytherin did blow a 160-point lead to Gryffindor in the House Cup, so you never know. Anything could happen.
He's not wrong, you know.
241 to 52. G2 have to ensure that they fight tooth and nail in every single hill. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
It was an actual man to gap, so I can't freak out at all.
Are they going to start to come to life here? It's a long road, but it all starts with just making sure you are playing together and watching every angle.
What's going on, Cloud9?
There's no golden snitch. The closest thing we have to it in Halo is an overshield. And that is not going to win you the game all by itself.
Waiting for the push.
To lock in.
They're hoping G2 makes a mistake. They have time to kind of wait around for a second. They're way ahead.
They're executing here. Straight stick gets in, gets one with the help of Gilkey. Renegade back B, he goes down.
Renegade just cleaned it up. That's G's. Renegade just.
There's gonna be one last push here.
I think that was Renegade, wasn't it?
Towards A. FaZe are gonna take C, and now they have to just hurtle towards B or C. It's a big decision. Let's see where they go.
One last brawl then. One last hurrah in this series, perhaps. Renegade gets one. That's gonna stop this. Right in the death door.
That's it. There it is. They don't know where the fourth was.
They win the series 3-0.
Clean fucking sweep. So
G2 gave it their best effort. And in
let's
match 1 and 2,
see.
they didn't look far apart from FaZe Clan. But I think that FaZe have demonstrated they mean business here at the Halo World Championship. They have their eyes set on that trophy. And G2 were unfortunately the first ones in their warpath. How far can FaZe Clan go? They've done what was asked of them. It's a 3-0. And I'm very excited to see just what they could do here in Seattle.
And G2 gave a good fight.
As for
First
G2,
2 games.
Time to bounce back. They showed more than just signs of life. They
By
were
that
competing
third
in that
game, they
series
just got
for large
demolished.
parts, particularly in games 1 and 2. Can they take some elements of confidence? Can they take something into the series against Fnatic, against TSS, and close out this pool in second place?
There's 2 ways to look at it. Do you now say, all right, we played the best team, we gave it our best effort, now we focus on teams more at our level? Or are you going to be a side that's a little bit disappointed with the fact you've already lost a game at the start of the tournament? I don't think they should be disappointed with that performance. I think G2 have impressed a lot of people with how they've just displayed that CTF Catalyst game, even though they were being outslayed so
All right, so we
heavily,
probably got
still able to
15
get
minutes till the
those
next game. Do you guys, should we run a game? Should we sit here and bullshit? What do you guys want to do? I don't want to waste you guys' time, you know what I mean?
Okay, it was a little bit of a whimper at the end with live fire strongholds, but I think when you put in so much effort into maps 1 and 2, you just run out of gas.
Ran out of steam in the end, but we talked about it. Is this the FaZe clan that we expect to see? Are they championship contenders now?
I think it's tough to say after they beat G2, who are a top 6 team from Orlando. They're really going to have to face some of these top 4 teams before I can really see what they're made of. But they showed they were business at this event, right? They took it seriously, and I think they are well practiced, they are well drilled, and they are really going to be a threat.
Well, one thing I was massively impressed by, all members of the FaZe team, but Renegade for me was playing lights out, and Spartan as well. I think he was putting in some real dirty work. He spoke about how he's a player who normally punches in those flag caps, and he lived up to the billing.
Yeah, I think everyone on FaZe did their job correctly. You can see the series layout there, confirmation of just how close that series was, despite it being a 3-0. But no one's going to remember the scoreline, unfortunately, for G2. It's all going to be about that series score. You're right, Renegade stepped up in the slaying department. Everyone else stepped up in the support or the objective department. There was no one who really held them down. There was no anchor of the team. Everyone playing their part in the right areas.
I know.
As long as you can progress through the tournament, continuing that way, and no one falters in the areas they're supposed to be progressing in, then you are going to have
I'm worried
success.
about how long it's going to
We've
be
seen
in
other
between the
teams
next game.
like Cloud9, like Sentinel, start off on Friday a little bit slow, a little bit cold. FaZe haven't done that here. They've started off hot. They talked about on the desk, if they can catch fire, they can win the championship. And we've seen elements of it there.
Well, I think FaZe will look at this now, and FaZe are going to say, look, we've beaten the best team in this group. This should be a cakewalk, but we've got to keep our heads down, and we've got to focus.
Well, I know Blaze has got Spartan up there for an interview, and I want to know, is Barcode getting maybe a discount on his rent?
You heard it right there. Make some love for Spartan and FaZe as the mastermind himself. They pick apart G2 in his shirt, he was saying, you know. Barco, your roommate, was he trying to look at y'all's scrapbook right there? Okay, you gonna give him a discount?
Nah, Alex is a great guy, man. Getting to know him as he, I met him at Kansas City, but getting to know him as he's moved in, he's like one of the coolest dudes I've ever freaking met. Just in general, not even just through Halo. I love that guy. He's super humble, just wants to get better and better, and yeah, even after he would scream,
I didn't even follow Halo Cloud9.
In the back, he'd hug me over the back, dude. One of the most.
That's a big hug.
I love that guy.
Sorry, that was
I can definitely co-sign on that as well. We love some Barco. Now, coming to the series right here, it was a 3-0 for you, but it was a close one, especially in those first 2 games. How is it that
I thought he had a can of dip in his pocket.
I mean, we just talk about our game plans and try to stick to game
putting
plans.
it up.
And even when stuff is kind of going sideways, we're just like, all right, everyone reset, and that's our biggest thing coming into this weekend is just being able to reset and stay composed.
Barcode is the man. These guys are so smarty. I love smarty.
Gameplay, you guys are always in a perfect position.
I think our page, our third Evolution Gaming page on Twitter, follows him.
How are you feeling as a whole with the squad here being at the World Championships?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're way better than we were at Orlando.
Because he's very open about the game, if you will.
If you looked at us on Saturday on Orlando, dude, I think we might have been the best team there. And then we just came out flat Sunday. But, coming into this tournament, we wanted to kind of build off of that Saturday. And we've put a lot of work in, man. We barely took any days off, maybe 1 at most in between Orlando and now. And we just really kind of dove into our worst game types and our bad habits. And we're just going to try to get better with those things every single series.
Make sure you guys are logged in for your Twitch
drops. All right, I'd love to hear it. I hope you guys hold pace. And lastly, anything you want to say to the awesome fans out there who've been supporting you?
Bro, this crowd is amazing already, man. And I already know that this crowd's going to fill out even more throughout the weekend. I've been getting awesome tweets and just hearing people scream, man. There's nothing like a crowd, dude.
Day 1, okay? That's going to do it for me and Sparty on the stage. Lottie, take it away.
Thank you so much, Blaze. GG's, FaZe. My goodness me. What an incredible, impressive result for the first series of the day. Lights out gameplay. They were hot from the start. My goodness me, they didn't slow down. And that's kind of what we talked about. Was whether or not FaZe were going to leave anything in the tank, anything to be expected. But you were right on set. You know, they were ready to go. They weren't going to leave anything behind there. And they really showed G2 who they are. They are here to play day one, and the hot start is going to mean everything for FaZe, especially if they're trying to replicate that Saturday.
100%. It's what I expected to see from them. I think it's what they expected from themselves. Some close games in there, but there's always going to be close games when you've got 4 individually talented players like we have on G2. We've seen what those guys can do, but the big moments in the matches, in the games, all went FaZe's way, and that's what you're always looking at for me in these pool stages.
I mean, that's a pretty
Where are the big
convincing
moments?
3-0,
Who's
boys.
winning those big moments? Because as you get further into bracket play, if you get through this pool, that's what's going to decide
what's going on, boys?
far into this tournament.
We're gonna get looks like a little creepy in that pose, that picture.
And something just screaming superstar to me right here, and that's Renegade. Not only does he have the stats, but what he was able to do there on the main stage early on, we spoke about him, Clutch, right? Is he the superstar that FaZe need? What's the answer to that after that?
I think it's absolutely he is, but if you want to talk about having 2 potential stars on this team, look at Falcated's number, 29 assists.
Crazy.
12, plus 12 for the series, a clean 3-0, and Falcated, if he keeps playing like this all weekend long, FaZe are going to hold up that trophy at the end.
They certainly are indeed. But what do we think of Renegade? I mentioned Renegade. I want to know what you guys think
What do
of
we think
him.
of Renegade?
Bruv, he is absolutely outstanding. I think Falcated performs so well as well, but it's I want to know
I can see that,
the
Joe.
superstar from C9, is he doing the same things, do you think, in this World Championship that he's done before for Cloud9?
I think he certainly wants to, right? I think this is Renegade's world, and we're all just living in it. I think whenever Renegade wants to go back to World Championship mode, he can do it. I think that's the terrifying thing about a player like
I think
Renegade.
my chant would be
of course, we also know that everyone on the opposite side of the
something
stage
super
knows that
offensive,
whenever he
like
wants to start going
he is risen or something like that.
Do it.
You know what I
You have to
mean?
think that he's saved the best for last year at the World
Well,
Championship.
dude, when you have Baby
100%.
Jesus
I mean, it's
as your
insane.
gamer tag, it's kind of
going up
limited.
there against G2, and
In a way.
I want to speak directly
But it's
about
not
what they were actually
also,
able
so.
to accomplish here. And I think for me, looking at all of these maps, obviously starting with Catalyst, a little bit closed here for FaZe at times, and I think that speaks volumes about G2, the fact that they were able to keep up with it and kind of push it to
Everyone
a
thinks that there's some
amount by the
fucking
end of this
church
map.
going on in the
I kind
building.
of
Nope.
want to talk about
Nope.
that map 3 as well, and
Just me
Onset
popping
looking
off.
at Stronghold's live
That'd
fire,
be
a map
fucking
that
stupid.
certainly does expose weaknesses of teams.
Oh,
What
man.
did FaZe do specifically to make it such a one-sided affair?
I mean, the way they
Oh
were
my
initially
God.
got that triple cap right off the back of essentially a fresh forward there. From there, their ability to rotate spawns and keep
50
at
people
least 2 or 3
screaming,
members
he
of
has
G2
risen.
in the death screen or on the back foot. It's such an unforgiving
He
game
has
type of in that
risen.
situation, but you have to be damn good and damn coordinated as a team to make
He
sure that you
has
are getting that
risen.
free forward dead every single time. And one thing that actually stood out
Oh
to
my
me from
god,
that
that's
series was
so
that Stronghold's
offensive.
performance,
Holy
because
shit.
back in Orlando, FaZe looked a little bit lackluster
Oh,
in comparison
wow.
to some of their other game types on Stronghold. So I think it's a really good sign.
Drop likes or
what we had
dislikes.
in
You know, I
Spartan,
don't understand
that
either
work
way
is
at
they've
this
been looking
point.
to improve on those weaker game types, and that was
Huge
much
double
more.
here.
Indeed. And
With the
Clutch,
thruster to
looking
get
at
away from
series
the
as well,
from
you
getting
kind
shot
of
in the
have
back.
tells, right? As it's going through, especially after map 1, how series are kind of going to go for you.
Yeah.
Where was the tell for you at this moment in
To
time?
me,
There.
you can see from map 1, it was a
When
one
Snap
cap
killed
game.
himself.
Yeah. G2 Esports did such a good job to keep that game close, but they
No
were
one
getting
messes with the
outplayed
Baby
so
Jesus.
heavily throughout that first game. And I mean, when you are not able to stick in this Slays department with this FaZe team, they are going to eventually run you over. Catalyst CTF is probably the one Matt Bow combo I'd say you could outslay a team that hard, and that team could still potentially keep the scoreline close. I knew that this series was going to go by quickly in 2 and 3 based off just the Slays alone.
I mean, look at the Slays
indeed.
at
I
that point,
think it's just
235 to
been
87.
flawless,
Like, they
honestly, from
barely
FaZe
needed
right
to
now.
even
Is there
kill him
anything
that much
you
now.
want to brush up on? It's really difficult, obviously,
Just
seeing
beat
that in
their
a 3-0.
ass.
But is there something from FaZe that you kind of want to see a little bit more of as we get deeper into the weekend?
Yeah, probably don't get yourself into a 43-41 late game, right? I mean, Mark and I are watching the game backstage. It's 43-41. I think I turned to Mark to make a comment on the gameplay, and then it was 45-44 in favor of FaZe, so they get 4 dead. It was a pretty wild swing. However, I think FaZe wants to make sure they're avoiding getting themselves on the back foot late game. When you enter the 40s, make
Right
sure
in the
you're
suck
keeping the game
hole.
tied, or you have a 3 or 5.
I don't know if
lead.
that'd
I
be
think
my
when you go up
chant.
against the
That's
best
just
team in the
something I
world,
say
those
when I
stints of 10
shoot
kills are
somebody
not
in the
gonna be
suck
able
hole,
to
you
Very
know?
true. We've had many discussions about this as well, and Slays, and how close can
All
you
right,
allow
we're
it to
running
get
the
at the
game.
end there.
This is-
We talked about it,
I don't
right?
know about you
45
guys,
is the
but I'm
cusp.
getting
It's like you
bored
just don't really want to be
listening to
in the realm
them
of the 5
talk
kills
about
because
literally
one
what
team
we
white
just
can,
watched.
it's very difficult. So
You know,
yeah,
we
I'm
can do
definitely
our
watching
own
out for that one with
analyzation. Okay, sparkly dress lady. We'll analyze ourselves. If everybody wants to join, hurry up and fucking boot up. You got like less than a minute. Let me know down in chat. We'll run a BTB real quick and we'll jump out. I mean, it's gonna take no time. I have no idea. They won't stop talking about the one that just happened. That's the problem. Oh. Nope. Okay, you joined me. Perfect. Again, so silent. Let's get the music going again, yeah? E United and Na'Vi, it looks like, next, boys. We're searching, right? Nope, shit. E United doesn't deserve how bad I wrote that you just now. Tell you that. My handwriting? Shit. Look at the shop real quick as this takes forever to fucking load. Oh, how mediocre. Alright, here we go. See if you can beat some more dicks in, boys. Who has the slowest system in the world that's making this take forever? Nobody took out that ghost? Shit. Yes, sir. I mean, people are just being gun whores right now, boys. Gonna be hard to cover any of these gaps we need to without much of a weapon, you know? Like, look at this. Like, I'm just trapped by these ghosts right now. This is awesome. I'm having so much fun. Where's... Did anybody grab this yet? You come back for more, bitch? Well, at least we're going for the flag. I just don't feel like I'm getting much help from, oh shit, no audio. Shit, my bad. My fault, boys, my fault. It'd be like that when you're running like 30 different things, you know? And you don't have like a stream deck or anything to make it easy. One day it will be a professional operation, boys. Right off that. Right into his lap. Yup. I just don't, I'm not getting any guns worth of shit right now to fucking kill anybody. Give me a bat. Nope, still, you see what I mean? We're just getting kind of the ass end of the deal with every single weapon right now. That's a good team. You see how they're pushing from multiple angles? We're just getting kind of demolished right now. Can I get a battle rifle? I mean, this is nigh impossible right now. Fucking boys. Their entire team's there right now, boys. Their entire team there, Joe. I wouldn't.
Returned our flag.
I don't know why everybody's running that way, like they're not going to be attacking from this way. You know? Sniper. This is taking way too long. Should we switch back, boys? Should we end this? Switch back? Are they playing yet? Like, this is one of the most aggravating games I've played in a minute. I can't get a weapon. Like, I cannot get a fucking weapon. Like, what the fuck is literally anybody doing? If you're taking every fucking weapon, what are you doing with every fucking weapon? Because you're not getting kills. You're not, you know, you're not stopping their attack. You know? So what the fuck are you doing with them? Like, this is... Holy shit, I got an item. Just enough time to run into a ghost. Like, their entire team is just... It doesn't even make sense why they're all running that way with us. With, you know what I mean? With the flag. You know? It's the worst team in the world, dude. Oh man. Just the absolute worst. Yeah, I'm done. Well, that's a waste of time. Oh, see stream? Alright, let's get to it. Like... Or... Oh my goodness. Why is that difficult for me? You guys have music? Yeah. I'll learn this a little bit. Could have been worse, boys. Could have been worse. That game was stupid. Is there no commentation on this one? Oh shit! Is Baby Jesus commentating? Be a friend, tell a friend. Hide your wives though. Yeah, formal. Looking real good. I don't think I'm actually gonna commentate, boys. That'd be ridiculous. Lucid does have it back here, and Ellie's. Nice Ellie play by the boys. It does look like Complexity took game 1 though. Neurotical. We watched him yesterday. He's fucking going disgusting. Him and Cycle both. Ridiculous players. Let's turn this down just a tad bit, maybe. The Optic might be napping early here. But it is a best of 5 for a reason, boys. Much like, you know, baseball and basketball, you can't always determine, you know, who's the better team after one game, one round, or anything like that, you know. Shit, Trippy, that's a good win.
Ball taken. Eagle team halfway to victory. Ball taken.
Good one on a good win there. Excuse me. Looks like they're shaping up a little bit. Lucid with the ball is kind of, that's confused me a little bit.
Ball taken. Ball taken.
Good trade by Formal.
Ball taken.
It's 2 dead.
Ball taken.
3 dead for Complexity though.
Ball taken.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree. I agree, Danny. Formal is a wild man. It's not me. But Optics looking much better in this game too, though. 87 points to 18, much better. Lucid with all the ball time, that confuses me. I didn't think he was the ball guy. It looks like it's gonna be an easy win. Yeah, a little rotation here should get him the last few ticks. Cause they can't clear a long haul that quickly. Yeah. Being more safe, he could have wrapped around a little bit more if he wanted to, but.
Facing elimination.
Camo early. Full team camo grab. Popped it. I think that dropped. Yeah, I got it. Can we get into an Astro listening or what?
Ball taken. Ball taken. Ball taken.
Good plays. But yeah, Shock's still up there. I'm sure somebody's grabbing that right now. We have nothing except who has the ball. So, somebody got a kill, it sounds like, or maybe a shot off with the Shock rifle. And APG has this here gold, yellow building, whatever you want to call it. One person his backside watching. Obviously, the random building. The other people inside elevator and turbine watching the other side of the spawn, and then he can just play it in the middle and make it at least more difficult for them to grab it. Those grenades are hard to hit sometimes, I know, Formal.
Ball taken.
Very fast reload. Oh, those shots just sound like they hurt. I cannot wait for a DMR.
Ball taken. Cobra Team halfway to victory.
G2 looking much better. This third game here. I got walked that second game by Optic. But one good setup, that 30 seconds is gone.
Ball taken.
Good win, APG. That was massive. Be a lot of points. That's 10-15 points because of that easy win there. Easy swinging. They don't have to worry about cleaning up. Easy grabbing the ball and just grabbing points, grabbing points, grabbing points. That lead's eviscerated at this point. Have a nice setup in yellow. Pushing the spawn back here, Charlie. Not only finished one, but he also knows where that other person is, obviously, getting backsmacked. Two people. Staggered spawn from Complexity. APG's just winning those one-on-ones. Complexity's pushing long, or sorry, yellow. But the lead's already gone. 12-point lead by Optic already. They are down by what, 30, 40? Now they can slay out for a minute, grab the ball whenever they want. It's a dangerous place to be. That's that wild man formal there.
Ball taken. Ball
Toss up, good toss up. Oh. The grenade just crawling.
Ball taken.
Couldn't quite get the setup. Couldn't quite get the setup. Plays it down though.
Ball taken.
Up here, gangsta.
Ball taken.
I figured out. I found out that's what that stands for. Got the repulse, just to repulse anybody off. I mean, this is good. See, they got the setup. They rotated that, and they just took their fucking setup, said, thank you, we'll take the points. And then they are all spawning long hauler Charlie. Tick, 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 tick.
Ball carrier killed. Ball taken. Ball taken. Ball taken.
Shit.
Ball taken.
That's it. GG's. So G2, I mean, sorry, Complexity took that first game. It looked like in dominating fashion. And then it's just optics too much, boys. Those clean. That white is clean as fuck, dude. Should we at least have some music going now since we have no commentators? Let's turn it down. Kind of an ugly game from Cloud9, or sorry, Optic statistically, but they pulled it out. Formal with 8,500 damage. Oh, Neuronical as well, but 6,500 damage taken to Formal's 78. That's huge. All right, get your votes in. Do we like it more without the commentators or with the commentators, boys? Or do we not care? We just want the better of the games. Game 2, 503 pieces. Get your votes in. Who will win Game 2? What do you guys think? Optic is too good. Optic is too fucking good, boys. If you guys check out the channel for the first time, thank you. Drop likes to let me know you guys want to see this shit. You know, I wanna, you know, if you guys would rather see me sit here and fucking play Warzone for 6 hours straight instead, I mean, definitely let me know. But I felt like this could be fun, you know. Alright, appreciate you, Joe. Hell yeah. I didn't think they'd had that long of a break in between just a game. Did they roll them pretty quickly, I thought? I thought we had this, we might have had the same gripes yesterday. I just feel like there's a lot more downtime in between these games than I anticipated. I don't know how the fuck to make that fun, boys. You know what I mean? I do not know how to make that enjoyable.
Black Adam, you have my attention.
Get your tickets now.
Damn it. I'm pretty sure I got a copyright strike from that yesterday. Oh, you go check that actually real quick while we're here. That reminded me. You son of beach. Who knows? Keep it love alive. Cloud9's not responding because he'd rather watch me, or he'd rather me play, or what do you fucking call it, Warzone this entire time. Alright, game 2, boys. No votes, you guys go fuck yourselves in. Oh man. Aquarius Slayer. Split time with whatever, you guys are fucking awesome. Sounds off. If you hear sound issues and shit like that, I can assure you it's not me. For that, I failed democracy. Oh man. It's just, like, even watching this HCS, they're making it difficult. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, everything about Halo is just difficult. Like, Warzone's, I mean, comparatively, I mean, let's be honest, that game's kind of old at this point, you know? I got a new one coming out in, what, 2 weeks? Shit. I try to make my shit sound good. That's why, like, whenever my mic peaks, whenever I get super excited, you know? You know those moments. I hate that shit. I hate hearing bad audio. But I also don't have necessarily the money to kind of get it to where I want it right now, you know? Like being able to put some foam pads back here and stuff like that. Because this is a pretty decent sized room I'm in, so there's a decent amount of echo, so the volume just sounds a little worse because of that. As is. It's APG. Put cycle into the death screen. Oh, I appreciate it. I hope not. It used to be back in the day. Early streams. Woo. Going back to early streams, it's just, I don't know how anybody ever clicked on that motherfucker. My streams aren't even great now. I can only imagine what I'll think in a year from now, you know? Pretty close game here. Optic down by 2. Complexity's not. They're not a bad team. We watched them yesterday. Cycle and Erotical. They're insane. Vetra can go off as well. And Monster holds his own. But if they can shut down Erotical and Cycle, or at least limit them, you know, maybe to a pedestrian like 12 and 12 or something like that, like that's huge winning to Slayer, because those two guys are fucking wild. Lose again, team fired. Formal can't quite clean up Vetra, and he's chasing 2. I don't know if he knows that. Vetra's going to attack. Nice trade. Good trade. Only thing he could do there. A classic where the fuck you at grenades. Yeah. Any second now, somebody's just sliding around the corner, shoot him in the head. Good team fire. One kill game. Oh, back up, back up, back up. That's what traded out. Should be. Should be.
Halfway to victory.
Oh no. That's not good. Who got that just now? I think Complexity might have grabbed that. BabyJ, nice 10 and 9. Trippy, 5, 6, and 8. Lots of assists. 4, 6, and 6. Lots of damage though, lots of damage. We'll take that. It's a nice 2 for 1. 31-30 now. It's a tight game. They've covered that gap, a 2-kill gap. Got a 2-kill lead now. Trap, they're closing in. There should be another. Yep. Or you can trade it out Metro down below. Whoa. Woo, Trippy. Tripped me out, bro. Good shit. Hell of a win by him, being down. 36-32. Optics starting to show form a little bit. A little bit too much of a push there from Formal, I think. A little too bloodthirsty. Flanking into 3 though, like good luck. Nice 2 for 1 there again. Or essentially 3 for 2, I believe. Camo's huge and Complexity wants to get back into it. It's still up there. They need that if they want to cover the 6-kill gap. Look how much time is remaining. Trippy grabs it, slides easily off. Careful with that shock. Oh, yeah, it's Trippy! That's huge! Yes! Put them away! That's why the camo's fucking huge. Still doesn't know where he's at. Still doing damage. Yep. Doesn't matter. They got 1 kill close to 10 kill. I mean, there it is. Wow. Wow. Optic really shut them the fuck down. that last minute and a half. So even though they got beat that first round of oddball, in the second round or the third round, it was tight. I think they've woken up now. Yeah, I think the beast is awoken. Formal went negative, but with 9 assists though. That's huge. APG 14, 12, and 3. Yeah, thank you for showing me some damage. Vetra, nice 4200. Yeah. Shut down Neurotical. Just shut him completely down. Monster as well. Alright, we got a 15 to 20 minute break apparently between each game. Don't click off, it hurts my view time. Oh man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Well, I believe I have. Let's check it here. I did get my drop, which is the on track emblem. Do we want to check out the drops while we're sitting here fucking around? That's what something we can do, right? Somebody immediately clicked off after I said that, and I appreciate that about them. That's good. You know who you are at that point. Was it? No. Was it this? What was it exactly? Oh, I think they're playing. I'm so confused about how much time is in between games. I'm so confused. Alright, get your votes in, boys. They don't show us the map or anything, so if you, yeah, put your votes in. Fuck it. 500 free pieces. Alright, Joe. Alright, got you, Joe. Flag grab by Complexity. It doesn't look like they had the numbers to actually get it running. On the back of that though, Formal and his little Fluthering Ash just slips into the back of the base, counter grabs him, takes it 3/4 of the way back, has no shield, gives it off to his friend, gets his shield back. He's not going that way, Formal. He was just going the other quarter. But easy counter cap because Complexity just a little too much. APG starting off with a fucking killing spree. One hit. Oh, it's starting to look good, boys. Trippy has 6, APG has 5 already. Lucid with 2 and 4 assists. Oh yeah, Formal with the fucking overshield and the grapple. Comes swinging in his second grab of the match already. Finish off Neurotical here real quick, or not. Fuck it, you want to throw grenades and sit in a corner? I'll just take your flag then. Ooh, good random grenade for the fucking kill there. He might get... Is he gonna get capped? There's somebody shooting in the back. Nope, they don't even... Quick 2-0 for Optic. Alright, boys, I got you, dude. Voting's closed. Monster. It's a CR at the end of it, not an ER. Complexity with the power weapon here, though. Waiting for some info. There's one. Next, two. Nope, just broke his shield. I think Lucy gets away. I think that was back there. That's not somebody you want to let get away. Ooh, good one-on-one. You see Lucy's little... That's good movements. Almost tags him. APG though, 10 and 3. Cool. Overshield's up soon. They're just waiting on that. Vetra's making a move. So is Monster. Oh, it doesn't quite get in charge. Grapple. Yep. Formal. And he has green gun. Green gun. Oh, just a little bit of damage and got away. It's smart by Neurotical. Good green gun by Formal. A little newbie, but that's okay. Neurotical's right there. Oh. Good nade shot. Lexi's showing a little bit of a fight here, but Monster 5 and 10 here early. Vetra 3 and 8. It can be hard to get flag caps when you're not getting the slays to get them. I think they're just surviving right now. You'll notice how they won't Optic essentially because they're on attack right now. They're not going to go past that little corner house, that corner area over there. They'll just sit in that window. They're not going to sit on that stairs right there and just wait for the slays. Once they get 1 or 2 kill advantage, then they'll push past the halfway point. But Complexity, they're down 2 kills, or 2 people, and what, someone's in the back of the base trying to grab the flag? Which is not going to do much, you know? Ooh, badge. Ugh. I wouldn't have challenged. That was a big challenge. Decent push, but they got rockets, so. What are you really pushing except their fucking, you know, your luck a little bit? So you gonna swing in there, get a kill? Being safe with it, waiting for the flagpole.
Flag taken.
Good shit. See, they just don't have the slays to do it. They just don't have the slays. They never have the numbers. If they get a pull, there's like 1 or maybe 2 people there. The third's all the way back at base. And the Optic boys are halfway there. It's just... Found him. You're dead. A good win. Lucy even waited. waited to pull that trigger, knowing he's gonna duck behind the barricade, and still lost it. Perfect. He's trapped here. A little peeksy. Nice double, give him a triple. Nope. Damn. Easy win. Boom. Bye.
Flag taken.
See? 4 dead, grab the flag. Now there's spawns here. They already got people. There's 1 down already. They know that where the fight's gonna be. Drop the flag there, win the fight. Just I mean, that's some beautiful fucking CPF play from a top tier team right there. Why did they get that cap? Because they team wiped the entire fucking team. They pulled it, got it halfway, recognized the spawns, attacked the spawns, got a little opening to grab it again, ran it the rest of the way. Once you get past those doors, you bend right a little bit, you're home free. You're home free. It's beautiful. And they didn't even need to do any kind of crazy power, like curb slides with it to make it move faster or anything like that, you know. That guy was in the back of the base. Neurotical's dead. There's two Optic back there. It's the complexity. Optic's woken up after that first round of oddball. And now, I mean, they're just Optic 19-9, Formal 16-11. Trippy 15-8, and then Lucid just 14 or 12-14. You don't even see him. You know, look at that. Oh my god, I love good momentum. Formal, otherwise known as the Overshield Hog or Overshield Whore. Either way, push into the base. Recognizes at least one over there. Spawn's probably over there. There's the second one down. Flag's already taken. They have numbers. Staggered spawns. There it is. But can they get there, you know? With the staggered spawns. They have an answer for everything. You thought you slowed them down. No, let me just grapple this bitch. Get this. Good return. Good return. That's that next set of slays. Either way, this has been a clinical performance by Optic, excuse me. He's got to check every corner because he has no idea where anybody's at. Clearly over at this point. Oh, you see it? You see it, boys? You see the little the fucking a little fucking Alright, I'm done with it. Alright, Optic in dominating fashion. Lucid with a dominating fashion. Didn't even need one of the best players in the world at Halo Infinite. Tommy, aka Lucid TW. also known as Tommy, winning, clearly. Trippy, 6,500 5k damage. Wow. APG, 62 and 52. Formal, usually going to be the most damage taken in the team. Love him for it. 65 and 59, excuse me. 64, 59. Woo! Only cycle was positive damage dealt for complexity. That hurts. Is that 3-0? It is. That was a quick 3-0. Do we want to watch FaZe versus TSS? Let's see who we got. Navi versus E United. Let's see what's on this right now.
Are you ready?
Fuck. Get out of here. I have so many copyright strikes on these. There they are. That's one of them. Looks like these pallets. Oh wait, it's not a pallet for this one, is it? Oh yeah, it is. All kinds of nice colors. With what we're wearing right now, I think that's best. Can we see game? No. Everything's be right back right now, I think. It's amazing how they all end at the same time. Here we go. Another with no, what do you call it? Sentinels in Ascent, Show some points.
Ball taken. Ball carrier killed. Ball taken. Ball taken. Eagle team halfway to victory.
Respectful being disrespectful with that shock rifle, my goodness.
Ball taken.
Oh, good fucking play by Respectful. Sika, 33 and 30. Frosty, 41 and 28. Attaboy. We dead or first end?
Ball taken.
Who looked strong yesterday, boys.
Ball taken.
Frosty wanted it. He wanted all that smoke just now, boys.
Ball taken. Ball taken. Eagle team nearing victory.
Oh my, that's just so fucking clean, dude.
Ball taken. Ball taken.
90, 91, 92.
Carrier kill.
Perfect play by Snakebite. Maybe able to get that set up in. There's one. There's only 2 people. Oh, they got spawned back there, luckily.
Ball taken.
You gotta rotate that. Just playing it's not gonna do it. Too many dead. They only need 2 fucking seconds. You can't play that. You gotta do your best you can to rotate that to Whirlpool. Minimum, you know? With how they were just rotating that backside. You gotta just try to fucking... They had somebody slide in there late and start attacking. To grab that. Run the other way. Go run away. GG's by Sentinels. Fucking rah! I see this damage, Frosty. I don't care about time as carrier. That's impressive, but... Same thing. There you go. 49 and 30. Damn near dropped a 50 bomb, boys. Disgusting. Man. I got your link, Danny. You guys want to keep on watching this one, or we want to go to another broadcast? Who else we got? I mean, Oxygen. What do you guys think? The A stream at.
But here comes Ryan, who once again causing problems. Dynamo's needless. He'll use it all.
Like we said, in a moment like this is some of the last players that you want to be playing against. When E United can play the control game, they can play the presence game, as they will still maintain the 2-1 lead here. We are under 2 minutes left in the game.
Yet another overshield goes to E United as well. They have done such an
down
incredible job of controlling this power up. Na'Vi haven't had a sniff of it for the entirety of the game, and now Snipe down. He's just thinking about patting a few stats, to be honest with you. He's not got any intention of moving past the bar from Na'Vi. Deal with the overextension, deal with Kimbo as well. Turns that one on its head.
What's going on,
Na'Vi 3 dead once more. Snaky last alive. At least takes one to the grave.
And speaking of the stats, look at Spectre. 21 and 12 in this game right now. Snipe down also 24 and 20, but what a margin here for Spectre. As we said, United feeling so good about what he's brought to this team, and it is showing on the scoreboard as well.
21
and 70 seconds left in this game.
Spectre, my goodness.
Late game is where a lot of things are decided in Halo Infinite.
Oh boy, that's
Mighty's trying to stay alive. It's a good spike. It's a great spike. It shreds away at the last bit of health that Mighty's had on those double doors. Snipe down now once again, just patrolling up on the high ground. Na'Vi, I think, with 50 seconds left, aren't going to be able to formulate enough time or enough pressure on the map to really put something meaningful together here. This should be, unless something magic happens, an opportunity here for E United to call this game their own and got 2-1 in the series.
Look at the damage from Snipe down. Wins that 1v1. All this tick damage as well from the Dynamo on Kimbo. He has to stay alive bottom middle. Like you said, 30 seconds. Na'Vi has to go now, and they need a miracle.
They look to the heavens, but I don't think that they're going to get the answer they're looking for.
No, I will not answer you, my children.
Once again, for Na'Vi, it's time to think about the next game. It's time to think about game number 4. Because E United, with just 14 seconds left on the clock, are going to add yet another kill to their tally. 2 more for Snipe down, who's currently sat, by the way, at 28 and 21.
A lot of those kills coming in the last 3 minutes, if we're honest there. And doesn't matter what time the kills come in, the clock will tick down, and E United will take game number 3 in the series and take a 2-1 lead.
2-1 lead.
Massive answer back here from E United. A wry smile on the face of Brian Noob as well. And we said that it might go something like that.
Yep.
We said they might get a slender lead and then just hold down the middle of the map and just punish Na'Vi as they try to force their way towards the base. That's exactly what happened from E United. Now the question that we asked of E United after game number 1 gets asked of Na'Vi. What's the mentality like? Do you have the steel to come back and tie out this series?
That is the question, and Battleground is going to be Street Stronghold as we're going to set our sights for this 4th game, and this series has absolutely delivered. It's crazy to think it's only the 2nd series a day on the main stage, because this has been absolutely back and forth between these two teams, and if we're honest, maybe a bit more of a challenge than E United expected.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and now as we take a look at some of the highlights, and it's going to be mostly E United, by the way, just to let you know. I think the overriding story, the takeaway from that for Na'Vi is quite simply they did not get enough overshields to damage the setup that E United had around the
you're
map.
telling me the power items are important?
After overshield that went into the hands of E United. Ryan just seems to be running around with it.
Wow, power items and power weapons are important.
The end game here, by the way.
Show the shot grenades, eh?
Noxious Snipe down. It feels like he was challenging so many opponents from behind. Look at this play from Ryan Noob. Damage on Snaky.
I just need to make that like a...
there takes down a second one. He's still ticking on Kimbo.
Like
that
a fucking, what do you call it?
3/4 of the map weak or dead for the rest of his team to convert on.
And you want to see
just
how
a voice line, I can
influential
push a
the
button,
overshield could be, right? I
and
mean,
it just,
this was the first time that Na'Vi got it. And it was the only time they managed to get a flag cap, so they were very efficient when they did
let's
get
look
it,
at the power item, power weapon.
You need the tools to break through the defenses of these
That way I don't have to
teams,
say
the way
it.
the Bazaar is set up. They're just so good at locking down those angles and making sure that when you're moving towards their base, you're just running into their radicals.
Here, look at this push. This is going bar. They got split spawns there, so they get saved. This is a great stop that comes in from Na'Vi as they once again push through truck. They're going to get this return. They keep this one close, and that's when they start the low run.
Started the low run, but it was stopped pretty much immediately. And you can see once again, mid-map pressure here. Na'Vi have it. The overshield was coming up, but it wasn't enough. As E United do get that second flag, that decisive flag to go in their favor. And now we head to a game.
I'm so tired of like, and even if it's the BTB,
you've been looking at these two teams and the build up to this event about the game types that they've been good at.
And it's stockpile, and all the piles over here, and you got power weapons, you got a rocket launcher, and grapple over here. Like we need to put pressure on the rocket launcher and the grapple.
We'll have to see what they can do,
just like we need to put pressure on the seeds. Like there has to be like minimum 3 to 4 people going for that power weapon early.
United did not play However, they were 3
Or the power weapon. The power item we get
Stronghold,
easy.
so this
You know,
one
that's obviously
is a
just
bit
kind
of
of
a
given
coin
to us.
flip,
But
but
the
it's a
power
perfect way
weapon,
to
that's
head
a
into
fight,
game
and you
number 4.
gotta
Let's see if
fight
we're going
it.
to have our first game 5 of the day here in Seattle. Will it be United closing out the series 3-1, or if Na'Vi got something to say about it? Suspector, let's see what you've got off the break.
Let's see where these first kills go. It's going to be Jimbo, the first one to strike. However, kills are going to be traded 1-on-1 on each side. Suspector will get away with his life.
So Na'Vi are playing for B as well, so they might have a little bit of early control and a little bit of early scoring. And the way that Na'Vi like to play, they like to hold the 2-cap until they see an opportunity to push. They're very kind of defensive on the way that they play these control-based game types. It can mean they don't take a lot of risks, but it also means they don't get the rewards for taking the risk at times.
Snipe down there, uses that rocket, barely stays alive with the rocket from tires into A-Court. However, does the job. 3 dead for Na'Vi. Once again, E United playing slow and steady, waiting for the opportunity to get control. It will only be 17 points on the board before E United starts scoring.
So smart from Snipe down there, just something to highlight. He saw the play call from his teammates was, we're playing for C, we're going to try and play the ends. Having recognized the position he was in, backs up immediately to tower, knowing the most likely spawnage bedroom Arcane for Na'Vi. Gets himself in a position to get first shot and defend A. And now you're going to see a slender lead go into the hands of E United. Like I mentioned, playing the ends of the map, AC in their control.
That really is what we see on the more experienced Strongholds teams.
That
they
hurt.
will let that first rush
Let
go.
that
No
kill
problem.
go.
They
That
want to
hurt.
see how the game plays out. However, 3 dead on the side of E United. It's a nice answer back from Na'Vi. Will be a momentary 4 dead as they will now get a B control, a double kill from Mighties to help with that one.
That's where I want to see them try and put some pressure on as well. Unfortunately, Snipe down.
Oh my god.
Meat sprays and just absolutely decimates him.
Wow, that commando just tore him to fucking shreds, boys.
Try and make a play and apply pressure, but at the moment E United have just broken out. That's a little bit of a weak hold from Na'Vi. Mighty's trying to do what he can on free spawn, but that trade is going to secure B here for E United.
Absolutely. Well, Kimbo there drops back to Arcade. However, I think in this meta, you're going to get pre-nated on Arcade there. I don't think it's a safe place. I think he needs to go all the way back to A-Court, maybe PD, reset
What do you
with the
mean
team
in
there.
this
You're always
meta?
going to get nated out at the highest level in Arcade.
This nade net meta that Halo Infinite is? Is that what you
Might be able
meant?
to get hold of rockets as well, because Snipedown's made the play to push up on the map. Kimbo's going to be there. Kimbo.
I don't know if
Great
nades are
communication here
never
from
not
Na'Vi.
going to be the meta in Halo.
3 dead per side, and it's actually going to be 4 dead for E United. Big influential double kill on the map here from Kimbo, because not only was that a vital 1v1 full stop, he gets the rockets, and now they will have information on where the spawns are coming into.
Oh yeah, momentary
Good
1v1 there,
finish.
as you say, between Kimbo and Suspector. He'll also get a kill off the back of that, and has one more rocket as well to bring to B stairs if he wants.
Suspector going to be able to pick up one, but Jimbo gets the reset onto A, so now you're seeing end control of the map in the hands of Na'Vi. E United, this is where they got their chunk of time from. Jimbo does well enough there to make sure the shotgun isn't too influential as far as Snipe Down and his little run was concerned. But now you see E United, they're winning the battle for A. They'll be able to turn this back over, but look how close this is, Andy, at the moment.
It's
It's just a
tight
couple
game,
of points
boys.
between the two teams.
Absolutely is here. Essentially tied up at the 60 mark. It's been back and forth once again, and you'd expect nothing less in this series based on how it's gone so far. E United still with tires and A control here as they look to push back out towards B.
Look at Kimbo, he's just somehow staying alive all this time. Snake is inside of B, but now he might unfortunately have to have a think about that, because Suspector comes in and gets B back for E United.
big.
AB
That was
in their
big,
control still.
'cause they're pushing
And this is
A
the
right
biggest
now.
lead we've pretty much seen through all of this
Swapped,
map.
yeah.
Absolutely, as we said
Quick
early
swap.
on, it was about 15 points or so separating the two there. It's a great melee that comes in from Mighties, however, answered back by Snipe down to the tires.
play,
It was a
good play,
momentary
good
takedown
help.
For the side of E United, Na'Vi will get A back to stop the bleeding just a bit.
Right, though, he's got the Stalker rifle, and he can just lane people at the moment, moving up to B Street. They know this is Na'Vi's only real opportunity to push, but some really strong grenades are going to take 2 players down. Somehow, Ryan Noob, how are you alive, Ryan Noob? How?
This is Ryan Noob at his finest there. That will be 3 dead. Snipe Down's your last player alive momentarily. B should go here for Na'Vi. It will in the end. So a sizable lead here for E United. The last time we heard their team comms was on Slayer Aquarius, and they were absolutely incredible. Let's see if they're just as intense here in game number 4. It's
Astro listening
here with E United.
You know, you probably arcade on you fight, I guess. No, I don't see anything yet. Close.
NC?
NC.
NC with rockets, probably.
Commando jump if you go. Can anyone shoot C?
Ooh.
No, not really.
They saw me. They saw me.
They have rockets, we're camping C.
Alright, rocks are out, rocks are out.
Oh, now they're out.
Yeah.
He's Mando.
We're out, now
Okay,
they're
back
out.
in tires, one shot. I might kill tires.
Tires,
Tires, one shot, yeah. One shot tires to pillars. In there in B. I'm starting A. You got PD.
Good.
Take the PD, 2 shots. Yeah, Ryan's one. Still PD. 2 shots in PD. Ryan, I'm running you right now.
I didn't see me. Shotty on that bar. Shotty on bar. Not hurt.
Back.
Hey, you can leave.
Look at me, Seth.
Just hiding. Coming out now. Coming hollows now.
Yo, I have to go trash.
Iris, one time.
Absolute tires. Got him.
Dead.
Watch out.
Arcade with Shotty. Dead.
I'm getting C.
Okay. Watch your spikes too.
Let's go, A.
I'm playing strong right. Alright. I'm picking. I'm poking left.
Alright, yeah. Go left, you guys. Go left.
I'm going right now.
Watch out.
Watch out. I got one.
Nice. What's our?
More weak.
Tower gen weak. I'm trying to watch your purple.
Tower gen. One shot tower gen. I'm watching purple as well.
Purple down. Purple weak.
I got one.
Nice.
Heaven.
Good 2 shots.
Make this
I'm
normal.
blocking C. I'm blocking C.
Make it normal.
You can be arcade on me randomly.
No, he's hollows. He's tower gen.
Really weak. What should I take with that?
Nice. Keep holding.
One guy purple.
Keep holding. You hear that? No pushing. Keep holding. We know where they're spawning.
As we finish the Astro listening, you can feel the intensity now on the listening from E-United. They know they're in a series here, but the takeaway for me is how similarly it seems like both teams are actually approaching with their strategies this game time.
Yeah, absolutely there. You even heard Chig on E-United saying, make it normal, let's slow this game time down, let's get back in control of that BC hold that they held for so long. That gives them a 142-95 lead. However, 3 dead off the back of that. It will be rockets for Mighties as well. 4 dead. Ryan Noob's your first spawner. He's dead as well. And they will keep E-United on the back foot.
They will, and this is an opportunity for Na'Vi to get back into the game, but they need
A good use of the rockets there, boys.
advantage here. They can't let E-United get those first 2 or 3 picks and get back in control with at least contesting them on those fights, at least making it feel awkward for them, because if they don't win these fights, then maybe this could be E-United crossing that 200-point margin, but at the moment, Na'Vi are giving as good as they got. Rain from E-United turns his attention towards Snakey on the rails. Snakey somehow stays alive for long enough to do
So hard to
kills.
finish
Now
that
he's
kill
for
with
Rain
that
deals him.
commando.
E-United now with access to B, they should be able to flip this too.
By the way, take a look at the stats. This should not be as close as it is. E-United, oh boy, double kill there for Rain. Beautiful work.
Yes, sir. I see you.
The Stalker not been a big of an influence as it normally is. 4 dead for Na'Vi there, but look at the stats. Suspector 14 and 9 here in this game already. Big numbers from him. Na'Vi being outslayed, but keeping the game within 10.
Keeping the game within 10, but this is the first time we have seen E-United with a triple cap in this game. Na'Vi trying to stem the bleeding over at A. A lot of resources going to be committed, but Rain just holds the ground once more. The rest of his team try to flood around him. This is the playmaker here for E-United. Damage from this Stalker could be massive for EU.
Look at the discipline from Rain. Sure, he can get some damage there with the Stalker rifle, but it's not worth it. He's the gatekeeper on B right now. He pops 1 shot, backs down right away. He does not want to be an easy kill as he guards Arcade and Music.
30 seconds till the Rockets come up as well.
Beautiful play.
2 kills go to the side
of
E-United. Na'Vi find themselves 2 dead. Rain's just being such a nuisance at the moment, just running around up and down the stairs. He's like a toddler who's had too many E numbers, too many sweeties in the morning. But now, though, he's going to be put on his back. Na'Vi trying to wrestle their way back into this, but E-United, they are not having any of it. They crossed the 200-point mark.
That was 2 dead for both sides. These are huge kills off the back of that. Another one, though, goes in favor of E-United as they will continue scoring here. Now 210 to 137. A sizable lead in the home stretch. Ryan Noob also 1 rocket to play with.
Oh, yes.
Still got another rocket as well as he will fly right into PD. He knows someone hiding around.
Oh,
Mighties, though, with a very nice
huge.
kill against Ryan Noob.
He'll be taken down, though, and Na'Vi now, I think that might be the nail in the coffin for this series. Suspector still has 1 rocket to play with E-United crossing the 230-point mark now. 1 kill here from Suspector should give them the numbers they need to close out the series, to turn it on its head. Na'Vi making a desperate play on C, though.
Desperate play is right. Kimbo's your last player alive here. Suspector is 17 and 10 in this game. This is the home stretch. 5 points to go here for E-United.
This will do it, and this shows the resilience of E-United. Na'Vi, though, somehow getting to A. I thought this game was over. Suspector has to turn his attention now to B. The grenades are coming in. Here comes the flood from Na'Vi. They're not giving this one up yet.
Wow, great pre-nades there on Music here from Suspector. He's shooting.
They get a reset.
Does not get the finish there on B. Na'Vi will continue scoring.
Oh, shit, boys.
Yet.
Snipe down, though, showing experience, showing that just
cleaned it up.
a
4
few
dead.
seconds
That's it.
of calmness can win you games of Halo. They flip B back in their favor. Snipe down already, putting pressure onto A. This will be game, set, and series going to E-United. Well, that was a tough series for them. Na'Vi gave as good as they got.
And what looked like it was going to be an even more difficult series for E-United ends in a 3-1 win. And like you said, the resilience, the composure from this team, they're reminding us why they are a veteran squad with not just their sights on a respectable finish here.
That's a good
At the
win.
end of the day, Sunday, they won a world championship. It took them a little bit in that series, but they do find a solid form.
Last game was a
easy as they might have
pretty decisive
100%. I think
beatdown.
they just looked stronger and stronger as the series went on, though. I think they maybe were just caught
Pretty
off guard
decisive
a little bit
beatdown,
from Na'Vi in
boys.
that first game. Na'Vi, of course, waiting for this opportunity to play on that main stage for so long. But E United stepping up to the challenge, turning that series on its head. And like you say, just a little bit of experience, those final moments of the last 3 games really was the difference.
That really was it. You take a look at the last 10% of each of those games in terms of both score and time, and it was E United making cool, calm, collected decisions that won them those games, and they made it look easy in the end.
They do indeed make it look easy. So Group D, or Pool D, I should
These
say.
in between
looking
games
pretty
kill
rosy
me.
right now for E United. If you're Na'Vi, though,
Oh,
knowing
legit?
that you've got Sentinels and you've got what we'll call a local derby against the Sen to come up, it's a tough road ahead for them.
Be right back, be right back, be right back.
Looking and you're like, man, that series was even closer than we expected
Hi,
as well.
you wanna say
They
hi?
cannot take Na'Vi lightly. Keep in mind, they will be playing Na'Vi later today as well. We're going to get to see
say hi.
the Sentinels match up against every single one of these teams as well across every stream. So the pool of death looking even more deadly than we might have expected.
It certainly is, and there's so many things to be decided. Like you mentioned, how the pools end up is how your bracket might turn out as well. We watched the Optic documentary yesterday, and they were saying, we got a good bracket because of our placement in pools.
Exactly.
It's really helped us on our way to winning that tournament, and every single team who's in this pool at the moment is probably thinking exactly the same thing in every single pool. So congratulations to E United on the win. I think a tough series for them, but I think that's the kind of series maybe they would have wanted to be tested early on in the tournament.
Let's not forget, right? If you're watching Eclipse from E United, if you're watching the process from Optic Gaming, you heard Formal say, we want those tougher matches in groups. We want to face these tough teams now. Get ready for bracket play. You don't want these to all be 3-0s, and you get to bracket play, and you're not ready for the fastest, the toughest opponents. I couldn't agree more. I think E United is really proud of a win like this, right? They had to work hard for it. They maybe got woken up just a little bit, and now here they are able to move on through the rest of pool play, but already with a pretty tough series under their belt as well.
Yeah, it certainly was a strong performance from E United, looking extremely good. And now we get to hear from one of the E United players.
What do you guys think?
It's Mr. Snipedown. He's on the stage now with Blaze.
Thank you so much,
Oh, here we go, nice Snipedown interview.
Give it up for Snipedown as coming to E United. They come out on top victorious to kick off the Halo World Championship. Now that series, you guys come away with a 3-1 victory. And really the map I want to talk about, kind of like map number 1. You guys really couldn't find your footing right there. Just kind of finding that opportunity to execute and really get us some time there. What really kind of changed from there going on for the rest of the series?
I need to be happy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with game 1 being our worst game of the tournament. So I think we just build from that. It was really bad. I mean, we could not figure out how to get the oddball. We were slaying a lot, but I think we went to the next game. We said we're down 1-0. Next game we tied up 1-1. It doesn't matter what happened game 1.
Yep.
It's all about what comes next. So I think we progressively got better each game.
Look at that
I'm glad
flawless
bring that
hair.
into the next series.
Yeah, it definitely did. You guys definitely did get better throughout that series. And the one thing is that I noticed kind of watching it, especially what was going on, you in a slaying trio of you, Suspector, and Ryan, who really doing your thing, But Rain, he's an absolute anchor on the map, just slaying. Talk to me about your team and how successful you guys are going to be going into this weekend.
Yeah, Rain, Tim, I think he's honestly one of the most underrated players in the game. I really think he's got some of the best comms you can ask for. It makes me a better player. It makes all of us better players. And, he came out in that game, too, and really, he dropped, I think, 19 kills.
Yeah,
and
he was on
clutched up for us.
fire.
So, we can count on pretty much any one of us to pop off at the right time, and that game, too, was his time. So, very happy for that.
Well, you guys are definitely vibing. Anything you want to say to the E United fans out there who was cheering you on, coming to the stage and all throughout the matchup?
Yeah, thank you to the E fans, to the Snipedown fans. I love you guys. Happy to be out here at another World Championship and hoping to put on a show for everybody. So it's only the start.
All right, that's going to do it for me and Snipedown on the stage. Lottie, take it away.
Thank you so much, Blaze. Yeah, my goodness me. I tell you what, we love a bit of an E United comeback. Thank goodness they managed to do it, though, after that first map, and it wasn't a reverse sweep. Because honestly, I was a little bit nervous watching that first map. I was a little bit worried that Na'Vi were coming out swinging, that they were clicking, and this could have been a little bit destructive for E United going forward in the rest of the day. Clutch.
So what do you guys think? Should we just keep on watching this, or should we switch it up to Warzone and get some games in?
I figured that Na'Vi was going to stylistically give them problems, and on a map like Recharge Oddball, it's sometimes so difficult to find your footing and the pacing correct.
But we're gonna pull for like
United was
5 or 10
figure it
minutes
out
and see what people
eventually.
say.
They weren't able to, though. That's credit to Na'Vi and how strong they came out, sucker punched the United in the face. But quickly, when you look at the rest of the series layout, you could tell that E United was given ample opportunity with a lot of strong game types in hand to be able to come back in this.
Yeah, indeed, and I got to say, Aquarius Slayer.
Yeah, I know you're enjoying it. I know there's a few
for the
people,
United,
but I
especially
think
towards the end there. I mean,
I think that might be like 30% of our people. You know, I think more people might enjoy something else. That's why I'm at least giving the opportunity out. You know.
The same said really for Bizarre. I mean, Goofy, very united of them to go up one flag and then play defensive, right? Not looking to pull whatsoever, just staying in mid-market, making sure the base was protected at all costs. They did it perfectly.
Yeah, especially on a map like Bizarre Capture the Flag, where it's so difficult to get points on the board. So after going up 2-1, United playing textbook Halo, making sure they lock down the win and take this series lead. But for me, Lottie, I think the biggest moment in this series was in that game 2 Aquarius Slayer when we saw Na'Vi cut the lead. They were down by like 12 kills, and they ended up tying the game in the 30-point mark. But United, for them to win that game, even though it was only by 5 kills, I think that just set them up. It like relieved them a little bit going into the rest of the series, and they
great
closed it out
shot,
pretty handedly.
great
3-1.
rocket shot.
It looks closer than it was, in my opinion. I think United really was in the driver's seat, and they started off their weekend strong.
They certainly were in the driver's seat, especially in that final map, Street Strongholds. We have the stats here across both of our teams. And Gaskin, I want to give a little bit of love to Na'Vi out here because they were performing really, really well. They did keep up with things as well with the United,
down.
Despite the scoreline here.
231,000 damage, or sorry, 23,000 damage.
And his return to form, I've given him a little bit
It was
of a hard
added
time
a
throughout
digit,
the
boys.
tournament. I said he wasn't really like responding to call-outs well, but he seems to have really knuckled down and returned to his Halo 5 form. He was amazing to watch back in Halo 5. A great player with his aim, like if you get any sort of sniper rifle in his hand. And we saw that again in this series with the shock rifle. It seems like the team is far more comfortable with the IGLing from Jimbo, everyone on the same wavelength, and because of it now, Kimbo has really stepped up and he's impressed me.
He really has stepped up indeed. I think all of Na'Vi has stepped up. After that performance, I wouldn't be too upset about it. I'd be really, really excited with what they can kind of do pushing through the rest of their pools. It's a tough pool, but the fact that they got it done the first map of the day, that confidence needs to carry over and improve on things as we go through the rest of Friday. Now, I did see the stats there, 23k damage for Snipe Down. Damn, this guy is putting some work in right now. It's the final kind of step here for the World Championships, and he's not slowing down much here. Clutch, this guy has some titles to his name, but can he add another one this weekend?
Yeah, that's the big question for me, is what would a World Championship at the end of Snipe Down's Halo career mean to him? Because
at the end of his career. See, he's like my age, boys, and he's the end of his career.
At the same time as Snipe Down, it was always Snipe Down.
Let's see how old Snipe Down is.
As far as greatness is concerned, the guy's been doing it for so long, and a national champion in his own right in his rookie career.
Yeah, he's exactly my age.
That major accolade since he's won tournaments.
He's been doing this for so long. He's 6 months. No.
First one, and you know. He's got
5 months younger than I am.
One of the top 3 of all time.
He's at the end of his Halo career. You see what I'm saying? So when you guys are like, "Oh, you ever thought about maybe going on a pro team?" I mean, I think that ship has sailed, boys.
Who knows what could happen? Anything could happen. Well, what's happening right now, folks, is we're heading to a quick break because we have plenty more action coming your way. But just to remind you of what you just saw, a hot start from Na'Vi on Recharge Ball. Very dominant performance, but that could be said for United's maps 2, 3, and 4. They turn it around, and hopefully they keep in this direction for the rest of the day.
I want a Halo chair, dude.
G1 versus Team War.
I mean, the boats are definitely taking it right now, boys. This is what I thought would happen. I think I'm gonna get a copyright strike from this. I got like 5 copyright strikes yesterday. No, the chair they came out with recently. It's a really expensive, really nice chair. I want that one. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. I know you get some heat off of Fortnite. My people like Warzone. I don't know what it is. I mean, guys, we gotta listen to the people, I think. You gotta like the tribe has spoken. Now that wasn't only 4 minutes ago, but everybody here. spoken. Last chance, boys. You got any games going?
Flag taken.
Ascent is ass. Wow, guys.
Flag returned.
Wow, Ascent is ass. Wow. You guys are just rude. Alright, the tribe has spoken. I guess we'll be back with some Warzone. Be a friend, tell a friend. Fucking bye!